Oh, airplane.
Have you rebooted?
Yes. Everything. At least 3 times.
I was prepared this evening.
I was.
What is going on?
We do. Okay, well, it's playing there. That's why I turned the TV on. I'm like, it's not playing here.
Yeah,
It's
it's
playing
playing
there.
there.
Are you 6'9"? That's Patrick for you.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he. Are we alive right now?
Yeah.
Or you're,
Yeah, it's the intro. So that's why I did this, and then I do the countdown, so that way I have enough time to actually see if it's working.
You should do like a 15-second count. That 30 is a bit long. It's like
That one?
Big Red.
Little Malibu guy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Frustration Unlimited podcast. This is episode 196, and we're bringing in January 9th, 2024, with some real estate revelations. God damn.
Is that a part of the Bible? No.
I think it is.
Wow. Okay.
It's been a crazy evening.
Well, we're not
Got
going
some
to talk
attention.
about my part.
Everybody has their volume on their phones, correct?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. This is how we always check technical shit that we still have problems with. 100. What was it? 198.
Yeah, we're almost into
97.
200 and we're still having fuck ups.
Yeah, story of our lives, man.
Right?
It's kind of part of the show at this point.
Everybody knows us.
Come into the mic just a little bit, or actually here, if you want, bring it out to you.
Yeah, there you go.
How's she doing for the camera? I guess this is part of that.
Hey, man, the cord even matches her outfit. That's pretty dope.
Hey,
She planned this.
she got the
Yeah,
She
she
watched a
planned-
few episodes.
she got the memo and shit.
Yeah.
Understood. Execute.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, Devin, start out your little
My spiel.
Throw your
Dumbass
excuse
intro.
out there.
Hello, I'm
Go
Devin
Bills.
G Ewart, the brains behind this clusterfuck, joined by my co-host, the ever salty Patrick Martin, and the man who always has something else to say, Andy Henning.
What?
And always
And never
got
shuts the
something
fuck
to
up.
say.
I resemble that remark.
No, always got some reason to be late besides me tonight. Yeah, I had a situation. Andy didn't. Andy could have said, "Hey, man, I know I'm in a business meeting and everything, but you know what? I got to go do my podcast."
That was her.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Oh,
why we
yeah.
couldn't hear her. Speaking to the mic for us real quick.
Hello.
All right.
All right,
That's
there
where
you
we
are.
we did a sound test earlier, and it
Yeah, it worked just fine.
worked fine. I was
Yeah.
like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I saw it. And
Yeah.
It was a ghost. It was like, nope, fuck your volume.
Hey, we have had.
We don't want her on anymore. We changed our mind. She's over here matching outfits and everything. Like
We've had
weirdo.
paranormal experiences in here. I'm just saying.
We have.
Uh-oh.
It's been crazy.
And it was on air, too.
Yep.
But that's what was cool.
We should go back and watch that episode.
I know.
That
we-
would be cool.
that I think that one's my favorite one of all the episodes, honestly.
What?
Just
Which one?
because of that moment.
What happened?
The Katie, was it the Katie Project or what was the project?
Ashley Project.
Ashley Project. That's right. And she was talking.
Oh yeah.
Ashley Patience Project.
Oh yeah.
She's a chairman of an organization that helps find kidnapped victims, etc. And it goes a lot deeper than that. That's just scratching the surface. And her daughter was unfortunately at one point murdered.
Oh wow.
And
Right.
somehow
yeah.
we were talking about. Somebody asked her, "Do you ever feel her around or whatnot?" And then she says something. I think she grabbed her necklace. I think it was.
Yeah, she was saying something. The necklace is how she.
And
lets
she's
her
like
know.
every
Let them
now and then she's like every once in a while, and then the lights just like
all of them, but
they like
Oh, that's
they
weird.
flickered.
they
That's
got
weird.
brighter than this.
Yeah,
they like
that's
Yeah.
it was pretty crazy. It was
Yeah.
nice.
And they all did it at the same time too. And we're all just like, we've done 100 and how many episodes? We've
And
never had this
never
happen
happened
ever.
before. No,
And
Like
Right.
during storms and shit, we've had
Yep.
podcasts that never did that.
Yep.
never happened.
the only
the internet went
Spectrum,
down.
only Spectrum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only the internet went down if we had storms.
Yeah.
So
But like
There was one situation where I was out in chemo one time, and it was like 8 months after my dad died, and this random man, didn't know who he was, walked up to me and went, "Just wanting you to know your dad's next to you." and turned around and walked off. And I was like,
Oh,
I'm not sure how
Wow.
to handle that. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be like, "What's he wearing?
but the
Does he have pants on at
so
least?"
I hope so, thank God. No, but then he started telling me like just random things about
Yeah.
like my dad wanted me to tell you this and tell you that, and then all of the stuff that he was saying was stuff that
Damn, you need to go find that guy. We need to have him on the show.
exactly.
Right.
Oh, he's
I'm
good.
like, what
he's
else do you
good.
know?
Yeah, he knows a lot of stuff. So
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's time travel. I've been to some done some paranormal investigations. I've seen a couple strange things.
Yeah,
But that probably was the most like on time, on
Perfect
cue,
cue.
like,
perfect timing,
everything.
everything.
Andy,
Yeah,
That's
your
crazy.
Andy,
Weird.
your paranormal bullshit is bogus. So it's,
you know what? You know what else is paranormal?
what?
Your tooth.
You motherfucker.
You just opened yourself up for that one.
He's trying to
Just
pull me
saying.
in, man. I was,
It was right there. You got to take it.
Okay, fine. I'll tell the story.
but
Well, now you have
hold
to.
on.
Now
Before
has
we get deep off into the weeds, let's at least do the intro. Real quick.
Yeah.
Let's finish the intro.
Let's talk. Yeah, let's go.
All right, as I mentioned, we have a real estate revelation. Today we're thrilled to have Leslie Miller, a standout star in the Texas real estate, right here in the studio. Leslie's not just a realtor, she's a story weaver in the world of homes and a master in balancing professional hustle with a heartfelt connection to her community. So whether you're dipping your toes in the real estate pool or just love a good chat about life, success, and everything in between, you're in for a treat. Let's dive into the world of real estate with Leslie and uncover some gems of wisdom.
Oh,
And the princess of the FU podcast.
I am so
Right on
glad
over.
you got that
Where's her
title.
crown?
Yeah, I'm so
Hey,
glad you got that title right.
I had asked you to find a crown.
Well, I tried to, but my daughter wouldn't let me take hers. So
Uh.
I just had to come without one.
Well, your halo's kind of crooked a little bit. You might want to straighten
I
it.
got to fix
Okay,
that
there
up all
you
the
go.
time. The horns are the ones that are coming through and mixing that
The horn. Well, that's all of us.
up.
Welcome to the studio.
Thank you for having me. I look forward to meeting you guys and talking.
Is DFW your main market? Is that where you're? I mean, are you
Yes.
more Fort Worth, more Dallas? What?
More Dallas area. I've had situations where I've helped buyers and sellers in the Fort Worth area, but really,
Okay.
really my niche is over in the Dallas, Henderson, Navarro County,
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
down there.
Very cool. Very cool. I like it. Do you know a lot of realtors out here? As far as the circle, is there a circle or?
There is. Every group just kind of has their own little circle with it, and then we all interact with one another. Now, in the Dallas area, I don't know as many because there's such a big pool of them.
Okay.
My aunt is actually a real estate agent in the Rockwall, Dallas area, so I've met some through her. You
Right.
know, so
Very cool.
Yep.
And then I have a cousin Benny.
Yeah.
And
Cousin Vinny.
My cousin Benny. Yeah.
Cousin Vinny.
My cousin Vinny is an agent up in New York, so get to talk to him every once in a
Very-
while.
We're about
Vinny.
New York City, it's
Okay.
right north of
Yonkers,
it.
no.
Yeah,
NYC.
from the Bronx.
Yo, Vinny, if you're
Uh,
listening, hey.
Yes. If you
Oh,
are, say
God.
hi in the comments.
Hey, he'll try to get on here and then he'll get you going.
Do you by chance know a gentleman named Tommy Wooten?
No, I
Okay,
don't.
all
I've
right.
never heard of him.
Just wondering. We're buds from back in school, and then he started making a name for himself. So I just want to kind of see.
Oh, gotcha.
that-
Right.
But anyways,
Right.
Man, there's so many people in the real estate industry. I was in it for 7.5 years. So
Oh, so you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is.
oh, he was in it for a long time.
which was funny because I was never a licensed agent, but yet I was in real estate for that many years.
Really?
Yeah, so I was a director of marketing, and then I worked for a real estate publication, Homes and Land Magazine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I was in. We had 4 publications in the Dallas-Fort Worth area,
Awesome.
so I was in
Awesome.
charge of all 4 of them, and it sucked. But you
Yeah.
know, and then I finally got to
Pay
a
the
point where
bills.
I was like, you know what? I'm tired of looking at houses, especially ones that I can't afford.
Talking to so many people all day long, having that phone blowing up is the
Ugh.
stressful part of it.
Well, so when I was a director of marketing, they wanted me to be an actual agent. So the broker gave me 5 houses to basically manage and do all the marketing, do all that stuff, but then also do the opening and closing procedures and all that sort of stuff,
Really?
and all the open houses. But I know, and this is where it's like tricky with the whole real estate license and all that sort of shit. I couldn't discuss money, obviously. I couldn't discuss contracts. Couldn't discuss any. I'm like, then what the fuck am I doing here?
Why are you wasting my goddamn time?
Right.
You know, like seriously. Yeah. those open houses are, they're not my vibe. I'm not gonna lie, they're not my vibe.
How long have you been in the game?
A little over 2 years, actually.
2 years?
I
Okay.
was a teacher for about 10 years before I got into that. So.
Okay.
Where were you a teacher at?
Down in Navarro County. So I was in Rice, Texas for a little bit teaching middle
Rice.
school. Yes, the big city of Rice.
The big city of Rice.
Oh, yeah. You blink, there's a gas station and a Sonic. So there's about
Oh.
that.
Oh, there's a Sonic down there now.
There is a Sonic.
Wow,
that's
They're gonna
that's
blow up
off
like
of course. That's
Canada.
probably that's probably off
Huh.
of 45,
There.
right off of 45.
Oh, it's right off of 45.
yeah,
And then,
yeah. mhm.
And then I was in Blooming Grove, which is
Blooming
not
Grove.
much bigger than that. So, yeah.
Hey, any of my relatives out there,
So-
Jim Owens and Marcia and Russ and everybody. Hey, if y'all listening, say hello. that's
And that's a
my
small
cousins.
And that's a small world because I know them.
yeah.
I know them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I was
That's
actually,
crazy.
my ex-husband is related to that.
Okay.
To them.
Okay.
Small world.
Well, that's a good question. So, how do y'all know each other?
Yeah.
So let's talk about that since we kind of
Actually,
grazed on.
actually, what happened? Actually, what happened?
What happened
See what
was-
happened
No,
was-
I'll tell you. Actually, what happened? I mean, I was just,
Where's my
scrolling and
Where's my salt?
and all that. Shut up. It's right here. You're not getting it. So
Yeah.
anyway, if you be quiet, now I can tell you a story.
You're the only one talking. Fuck
Okay. Well, I saw that. I saw that. She was friends with Corey Harrelson, and he's one of my cousins. Linda's son. And so I said, well, she knows Corey. So I just went ahead and sent a request to her, and then we've just been talking ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then realize that family is all of a sudden related, and then
Right.
my ex-husband is connected to his family, and then it's
Yeah.
just like, how the hell did that happen? Small
Well,
world.
because Lee is married to Rusty.
Rusty.
Yeah, right.
Yes. And
right.
Lee is my ex-husband's aunt.
Right.
Small world.
So
Yeah.
she knows. You've met Mandy though, right? Too.
Yes, once or twice, but she's traveled like all
Yeah,
over
she's
the world.
everywhere.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
always been that way.
She's up in Steamboat right now. I've talked to to Mandy, my cousin, more than I have Russ.
Really?
I haven't seen Russ in almost 20 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, and then Jim, his dad, has the same birthday as my mother.
really?
So that's how I know.
Yeah. Small.
hey.
Yeah, it's a connection with it.
Happy birthday, Jim.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Very
So-
interesting.
And
Mhm.
yeah, well, Jim actually taught me how to play baseball. So
Oh, yeah.
I guess
so
that's why I
athletic.
sucked.
I
No,
was
I'm
like
just
waiting
kidding.
for it. I was like,
I'm
dang,
just-
it was-
I'm joking. I'm
That's
joking.
how his tooth got knocked out.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Can they-
kept throwing the ball at me.
can they-
Him and Mike and Rob. Yeah.
Can they pitch that low without calling it a ball?
Shut up.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh, he went with the vertically challenged
Yeah.
comment there.
Yeah. So anyway, and a little story, and something, a little story about my son, because I taught him how to play baseball. He had an interview as a hitting coach for the Chicago Cubs this past week.
Really?
Yep.
Awesome. That's
So
Why the hell does he want to go to a losing team?
I don't know.
After
Bro,
winning the World
it's-
Series,
that's-
I don't know. I have no idea. But
Money
money,
that
and there
money.
and there's
no,
a
you know
legacy
what? He
up there.
better not
Count
go
down.
just for money. He
No,
better not go. He better go for the love of the game and know
Yes.
his worth.
Dude,
Yes.
if you
And that's
love
it.
the game, you have to have some kind of tiny love for the Cubs.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Dude, Harry
Yeah.
Carey, I mean, that I'm not a big Cubbies fan, but I remember Harry Carey screaming out "Holy cow" behind those
Yeah.
big ass glasses of his.
Yeah. Yeah. And so anyway, and then Molly's taken off for 3 weeks to Phoenix, then another 2 weeks to Michigan and all that. So yep.
Why's Molly?
My kids are finally
So when
They're actually legitimately leaving the.
Yes.
So hold on.
And I'm happy
They're-
about it.
Yeah,
they're moving, so she's moving to
No, she's not moving. She's traveling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's traveling
So
to
she's-
all different.
She's going from cold to cold.
She's going to
Yeah.
cold to kind of sort of warm to extremely cold.
Well,
wow.
speaking of weather,
Yeah.
real quick before we jump too
Andy
far
wants to do
into it,
a
just
weather
quick
PSA.
PSA, y'all.
A
Hey,
Pete
if you
Delkis
haven't watched,
scenario.
if you haven't watched the weather or looked at the weather lately, it's supposed to start dropping on Thursday. It'll get back in above freezing throughout the weekend, but the lows are going to be in literally the 20s, and then Sunday, Monday, it's going to get down to 11. So I would, suggest to actually cover your pipes, this and that. You take that how you want it. But at the same time, they're also calling for a wintry mix. But hey, we all know how right the weatherman is. You know what I'm saying?
The weather guessers.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 365 days a year. You are the fucking weatherman.
Yeah. I just
but
hope no cobblestone ice this time.
yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
And if the roads do get damp or wet and whatnot, just watch out for ice. Everybody, just be careful. I know how all the Texas drivers be. It is what it is. But
Did you see my video footage
Yeah.
2 days ago?
that wasn't even ice.
That wasn't even ice.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Somebody doesn't know how to take their foot off the gas pedal when the
I
back end
know.
comes out from
Like, I
under.
thought he was joking around, but I was like, no, this fucker's seriously.
You don't keep hitting the gas, homie.
And he
had that
was
lead
hitting the
foot.
gas as he's going towards the wall.
Overcorrected, and
my
then
God.
he corrected, hit the gas, overcorrected, and then it was just all
Did his own thing.
Yeah, it's all she wrote.
lead
Yeah.
foot over here.
But anyways, that's the weather, folks. Watch out, it's gonna get cold.
Yes.
Run your pools,
Bring those
drip
pets
your
in.
faucets.
Bring
Yeah.
those pets in.
Unless you can't pets like the one the husky, you
Yeah.
can't get them inside. They will fight you.
Oh,
They will
really?
lay down in the grass and howl at you to try and get them.
They're trying to get in. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Like people that put those posts up have never owned a husky or a Malamute.
No.
They
no.
refuse.
They
It'll be
refuse to.
snowing
Yeah.
and they'll bury it and you'll be like coming in and all they do is talk shit to you the
Yeah.
whole time.
Like as soon as y'all came in.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I like it. And as
I don't
soon
wanna
as you
leave.
close the door, they walk up to the door. Okay, I want to come in.
Yeah. Yeah. When they're ready to come
When they're
in.
ready.
When they're
exactly.
ready. Absolutely.
Real quick, do we have any new listeners in the audience this evening? If you are listening, chime in, say hi, say hello.
Yeah, we got a lot of people watching that are new, but nobody's saying
Yeah,
hi.
feel free just to say hi, and we're not gonna spotlight you.
I mean, we're not that bad. Hell.
We'll take a drink in your honor if you're brave enough to say hi. How
Oh,
about that?
God.
that's what
And
we
if
usually
you
not
don't- yeah.
11 of them.
No. And if you don't, then you might get spotlighted just because.
I mean, we can pull up names if we have to. It's like a meeting work. It's like or work on Teams or something or on Zoom.
Yeah.
Like, look, if you're not paying attention, I'm gonna call on you. If you don't give me
Yep.
an answer,
Yeah.
John, are you paying attention? Patrick, are you paying attention?
No.
No.
Not
Is he ever?
at all.
Never.
Not at all.
So I gotta ask, like, you were a teacher. What grade?
Yeah, that was going to be my follow-up question.
Yep.
I
taught-
got like a 2-part for this.
So initially, I started out teaching 4th grade.
Okay.
And so that's what I primarily did. And then 1 year, 3rd grade. And then the last year, I was with the 6th graders. And that was it for me after that. Oh.
So that.
So did you want to slap any of the kids?
Only you.
Oh, I can't answer that one. I'm not. No.
Okay, you know what? I'll answer for you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. There were some occasions where I thought about it.
Hey, let me pose this question to the audience real fast. Anybody, what teacher and what grade was the most influential in your life? What grade and that sort of thing? 'Cause I want-
That influenced your teaching style.
Well, no,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
2 of my most influential teachers throughout my entire even college and stuff was my 3rd grade and my 4th grade. So ironically, those are the 2 grades. That's why I'm asking the audience just out of curiosity, because when actually my 4th grade teacher passed away, actually both. When my
Wow.
3rd grade teacher passed away, like I was in high school,
Really?
and she was had such an influence that they did an announcement at my high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
We have 5 new listeners.
I'm good. I'm good.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Jerry Cortez said hello. Thomas McNally said hello. Hey, isn't that
Do you know any of these
That's my
people?
son.
That's your son.
Okay.
my
That's
son.
right.
Is that your son right here?
Well,
Yes.
hello, Thomas.
What's
Yes.
happening, Tom?
How old is your son?
He's 15.
15. All
He's
right.
the gamer. He
Meredith.
would love that
Yeah.
chair right
Hello, Meredith.
That's my sister.
This
Meredith.
this podcast is rated R, so
Yeah,
heads up.
really.
Just
Jerry.
let you know.
I'm going to go ahead and apologize for the words that may come out of my mouth.
Sandy.
Don't
As he
hold
says, "Hi, mom."
Desiree.
it. Those are my friends.
Peyton.
Yeah.
Thomas. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're not
so
taking a shot for every one
so
of them.
can we,
Yeah.
we just
Yeah,
take?
no.
How about we
Half
just take 2 shots? Oh, Tim.
There
Your
we go.
husband.
Yeah.
We'll take 2 shots.
Man, you got the whole fam family up in
I
here.
got some supporters over here.
Hell.
I feel special
Hey.
already. See the princess.
Hey,
Look,
Tim already said that.
Le-
Her husband.
the
legitimately like awesome support for both her and the show. Thank you everybody for tuning in.
Right.
Awesome to have everybody here.
Yeah, definitely. Love it. Love audience participation. But I still want to know the answer to your question.
Yeah.
To my question of which
Go ahead.
teacher was most influential throughout either elementary, middle school, high school. Let us know. Just curious.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Miss Dedamore. Miss Dedamore, she was my English teacher,
What grade?
12th.
Okay.
And
Dead?
what?
Is she dead?
Dead more.
You know what?
Not anymore.
Her husband, now listen.
Get it?
Her husband died on a Friday night. Okay. Last January. Of course, not this January, but last January. Her husband died on a Friday night. Her daughter went over to, her name was Leslie too.
Oh, wow.
Her daughter went over to Miss Dedamore's house and everything and found her gone.
What?
And they have been married.
Deadhead.
They have been married over 50 years. And so since, and she was great.
Mm.
And so she's the one that pushed me to write. And she said, "You have a hell of an imagination." And this was back in probably before, way back.
Dinosaurs were on the earth. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Was that back when the stone tablets, when you had to chisel?
Yeah, chisel.
That was
everything
back in the time when the
Oh,
wheel was invented.
Bless your
So-
heart.
He's several times. He's been like, Jesus was cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have
Jesus
the
was
sandals
cool.
to prove
God's
it.
cool.
Yeah.
And
They're
all
my
that.
homies. Jesus
Yeah.
is my homeboy.
So anyway, actually, I'll tell you the year. That was back in 85.
Oh, I see.
85, 86.
Peyton Hayes, she was one of my students back in the 4th grade when I taught her.
Oh,
Lord.
Peyton.
Yes, and
Oh
that is-
shit!
Hey,
Oh man, full
hey,
circle. You're about to
that's
see
my
some shit
baby.
tonight.
Bobby's here.
That's my neighbor. She's the matriarch of where I live. That's what we
Okey-dokey.
call her.
Cool. So let's back to the. We still haven't got the answer to Devin's
Yeah.
question yet.
Well, that was mine. So
Yeah. What about you?
Damn. Okay. Favorite teacher? Probably Miss Briggs when I was in alternative education placement.
Shit.
We're ripping the sheet down.
Oh God.
2 weeks before I graduated, actually 3 weeks before I graduated, I mooned a truck off a bus that we were taking to the career center,
Nice.
and I thought I didn't get caught, but apparently he asked me to wait on the bus after everybody got off.
Oh my God.
I got caught, and like I happened to sneak back into school later on, and I actually was hiding, and I could hear my assistant principal talking to the liaison officer for the school,
and Miss Briggs caught you.
and they're like talking indecent
They
exposure
saw
on
your
it. But
ass.
then they sent me to AEP, and then Miss Briggs was like the head, like, you don't fuck with her, but she was gorgeous.
Yeah.
And the thing is I was
Same as Miss
I wasn't
Edmore, yeah.
I didn't always fuck up, so like I was a decent student.
Yeah.
And so even being there, I was polite and shit, so she was always really nice, and so
Yeah.
she just ended up being my favorite.
Nice.
The only one I can think of.
I
What
have-
about you, Leslie?
My most
Last but not least.
influential was actually my senior year, Coach Andrews. He was my anatomy and physiology teacher.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And
the
so-
coach that would just let you do anything
Oh yeah, yeah. And so he was.
while
just
he
one
conjured
that,
up plays.
Yeah, he was just one that just always stood out to me. Here, I'll do a fake, little toast for you with my coffee over here.
Celebration.
Yeah.
Cheers to all the new listeners and to all the teachers out there to making influential, stories.
You guys
Yeah,
don't
that's
get paid
strong.
enough.
Some more than others.
Ladies, gentlemen, teachers, you do not get paid enough. I was going to say that now.
Absolutely, they deserve it all. I'll
They
give them
don't
that.
understand how much out of pocket the teachers come to make that learning environment interesting and fun for the students.
Or
Out of their
try to
own
make
pocket.
it fun. Or try to make it fun.
Yeah.
Jimmy's girlfriend works for a Dallas ISD. Oh my God.
Oh God.
Oh
I
God,
can
not
imagine.
Skyline, is it?
No, it's not Skyline.
I can imagine.
She her school is off of Keist.
Oh, enough said.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
So
So
before
she could
we go-
probably
Before we go to the sides of towns, get
right.
your teacher.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Started the whole conversation.
Christy said hello. Sandy said hello
Well,
again.
shit.
Let's see.
I tried.
And everybody else. Meredith, Sandy, Bobby. Bobby's just running his mouth.
Okay. All right.
Isn't that right, Bobby? Christy said hi.
All my people, thanks for coming and listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Yeah.
Love it.
Bring more people in, damn it.
Yep, I love it.
Feel free to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. That way you can stay tuned for the next episodes.
Hang out with us every Tuesday.
Heck yeah. It's the hangout spot.
Come shoot the shit. Be a guest in the studio. You don't have to do anything special.
Just come on here and talk.
So, anyways,
Going back.
Moving right along.
Going back.
Moving right
Let's get
along.
Back to
let's get
teachers.
Yeah, let's get back to teachers over here. Yep.
It's all good. Go.
who were your favorite teachers
Well,
or teacher?
my favorite was my senior year, Coach Andrews. He was my, like I said, my anatomy and physiology teacher. And
Okay.
there was just something about him. He was just so empathetic and wanted to just go above and beyond. And so there were several situations my senior year where, like, if I needed someone, he was my go-to.
Okay.
And I always remembered him for that. Like, there's always, usually everybody has that one teacher that just made that influence and you'll never forget them. And he was
Yeah,
that one for me.
very
For
cool.
sure. So
Right.
Did it have any influence over your teaching style at all, or no? As you just got your own kind of.
actually, yes and no. But my grandmother was a principal in New York. And so she was the one that kind of like influenced me to get into that field, So whenever I was a professional college student trying to figure out what I wanted to do and just went on my dad's,
I love that, a professional college.
I was.
student.
I went
Like
on the
that,
Bob Maxim Scholarship Fund,
Yeah,
and
fair
so
enough.
after the third round, I was like Pauly Shore, in that one movie. Like
Which one?
my third semester,
What?
All of 'em.
majored.
What?
So I got into it, and she was one of the influencers that got me into it, and so I try to just develop the same style that she did because she was just very old school about things, and that's just how I was raised. So my mindset is just to be that way.
Cool.
Awesome.
Very cool.
You should be like my first grade teacher. Oh
First grade.
God.
Was she the best?
No.
Oh, no,
Based
no,
on that response, no.
No,
That
she was
a
not the
hell
best.
No.
Hell
That was
Hell
not the
no.
best.
So, what made you pick real estate when you decided to make the jump? You said sixth grade.
Yeah, that's
You
what I was
know
wondering.
what?
Where's the transformation from
Yeah,
Okay.
teacher to real estate? What happened?
Well,
What had happened?
What had happened was I loved the teaching and the connection that I had with those kids, and the ones that I always just had that strongest bond with, like Peyton. Those were like my school babies, and I just always wanted not just teaching the topic or the content of what my subject was, but just teaching them life lessons. And so
Right.
they always joked around about, how much I talked. I just, talked about everything. And so, for years I was starting to get miserable with the whole field of it. And then just, like you said, not getting paid enough, the stressors that came with it. And so I always, oh, she can do that. Okay. My daughter Remington wants a shout out.
Shout out to
Shout out to Remy.
Remington, Princess.
Remy,
Remington.
hello.
That's my baby.
Remy Martin. I like to drink it too. Oh, sorry. Shout out to Remy.
That's my
She's 9,
baby.
bro.
Yes.
She's 9.
No, you can't have that. Just strike
No,
that.
I was just trying to just write her a note and just say, hey,
Stenographer,
you
strike
know
that
what?
from
You know,
my
Strike that from the
9.
record. Strike that from the record.
Yeah.
Did you know Remy looks just like her?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, big time.
She's like me, but on steroids. Like anything that I thought I could be, she's that, and then
Wow.
more.
Yeah.
So she's very opinionated, politically opinionated. Don't get her started on politics.
Hey, Remy, who are you going to
Oh,
vote for next
stop,
election?
She opened Pandora's box.
Don't
with
let
this
him
one.
troll
And then-
you. Remy, do not let him troll you.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
trolling.
Oh, she's probably laughing right now. Just
Kennedy,
thinking, what can
Kennedy.
I-
He charges
Kennedy,
a lot
Kennedy.
for that bridge he lives
Oh,
under.
yeah. And then, well, and I shit you not. I mean, she's always been very wise and witty for her age, but starting from the age 7, she has it in her head that she's going to graduate high school and get her work visa and move to Japan.
That's
And-
cool.
And she's going to open up a shop, and I can come visit, but I can only stay for a
Is
month.
she learning Japanese?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
she will.
Like that's key.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Holy
important.
hell.
She's got time, homie. She's
Hey.
got time.
Yeah, but when you're young, it's easier to pick up a
Pick it up,
language
yeah.
than it is when you're
She
older.
gets on this Duolingo app,
Yeah, yeah.
and she teaches herself every day. I mean, like,
That's awesome.
yeah. She's
Wow.
Awesome. Yeah.
She said Trump.
Oh.
I knew
Dang.
She was
Belongs in jail.
Yeah, I knew she was
She
gonna
said
say that.
Trump.
Yeah.
Good job.
A little 9-year-old said
Job.
Trump. Hey, that's pretty good.
Hey, and she'll give you reasons why. And so,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I swear we don't talk politics to her. That's her opinion. She watches and listens.
Okay, next visit, you bring Remy.
Oh,
Look at Tim's
There you
comment.
go.
oh,
She
God.
said, "Oh my God, I'm famous."
Yeah, you're gonna be famous all over the platforms,
Oh.
Remy.
Remy, I know we look professional. Okay, I understand that. I live down the street. I literally can walk to my house.
And he's always late.
I know, right? Dude, that's bad when our guests are calling you out.
You've been talking to him way too much. You've been talking to him way
He
too much.
filled me in on all the secrets.
And
I
he's
got
always
this.
salty. Like,
Yeah. Explaining the salt shaker.
well, we
over
also
here.
got to keep drinks around
Right
because
here.
I'm so
There it is.
parched because of him.
Right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm surprised.
You
Like
can't
my
hear it.
last checkup I had, I still have low blood pressure. And I'm like, how I deal with that fuckface?
All day, every day. All day, every day. It's the whiskey that keeps you going.
There you go.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But
Okay,
So you
go
were
ahead.
talking about how you what motivated you to
Oh.
get into the real
what
estate.
motivated me was just I always, even as a teacher, I was compassionate about it. I loved it. But then there always was that void where I just knew that I wasn't fully happy with it. And so, they always joked around about how much I talked all the time. And so they always just said that I had that vibe where I can connect with people.
Right.
And so,
Right.
right after my dad passed away, it was just a pretty dark moment in my life. And I felt like I needed a change. And so, that was one of the things I thought of. And it was kind of around the time during COVID where everybody was at home and quarantine and all that bullshit. So I just thought about making a change. And everybody always thought that I would be pretty successful with it just because of the way I know how to connect with people.
Well, yeah, and if
And like so-
to talk, like you said.
Oh, yeah. I finally got
Yeah.
paid doing something I'm actually good at, talking and not shutting up. And,
That's why I built this podcast studio.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I got 3 of the biggest talkers right here in one room.
And now you have one more. So
Well,
it's
that's
There we
just
go.
horseshit.
all the time.
I don't talk at all.
I
Shit.
disagree.
Stress level, teaching, real estate.
No,
Yeah.
she's seen an episode where you would not shut up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Which episode?
That's a rumor. That's a rumor.
There's like a whole bunch of them. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
yeah, well, switch one. Switch the higher stress level, teaching or real estate.
Oh, that's a good one. Honestly, it's a balance of both, but the real estate, yes, it can be stressful. But
Mhm.
I've always said this from the beginning. Every real estate transaction is different. Not one is ever the same. And so there's some that are just flawless, from the start to the end. But then when the ones that I get that are stressful, it always seems like they are high intensity. And my boss, my team leader, who's also named Leslie, she's told me from day one, I've been in this field for 10 years and I've never experienced the shit that you have gone through in the short amount of time that you've been
Damn.
in it.
So what's your
Yeah.
territory? I know you said Dallas.
Yeah, DFW, but primarily Navarro and Henderson County.
Okay.
Is that because of the market?
Of course, Canner.
I live in that area.
Yeah.
No. I mean, what she said to you, like I've never been in it 10 years and I haven't seen what
Oh.
you. Is it because of what's the market's doing,
No.
or is it because of other things?
Other things.
Okay,
Nothing
okay.
with the market. It's just like the situations.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, cool,
yeah.
cool. No, completely get it. Now, for some people that have gone down that route, getting the real estate license was very easy. Some people it was a lot difficult. How would you rank your experience when you got into it?
When I got into it, everybody that I knew that was in the real estate world and had been in it for a very long time, they always kind of gave me that expectation of, when you get in it, you are in a world where there's a pool of agents everywhere. And so, just be prepared that you might not get your first closing for the first 6 to 8 months. Make sure you have savings brought up, just to be prepared for it. And, my mindset is I've always liked the challenge. And so whenever I was told that, the first 6 months, you might not get anything, be prepared for maybe a closing or two your 1st
Mhm.
year, challenge accepted. And so,
Okay.
so that just more than anything pushed me to make myself get a name out there.
Okay.
And my first year I closed 23 transactions.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah, that's awesome because I know like back when I was in South Lake, Westlake, Colleyville, Keller.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
really
Right by
good.
there.
That's really
Yeah.
badass.
I mean, the average house that we had was at that time was 775,000 and then up.
Oh yeah.
So we
Okay.
sold the Jonas Brothers their house,
Really?
which was crazy because like all of a sudden I started getting these calls from Access Hollywood, Inside Edition, all this shit. And I'm like, why are all these? I think it was
Yeah.
I forget the area code 303 or something. I forget but it's all these numbers kept popping up, and when I
Yeah.
talked to them, they were like asking all these fucking questions. So I finally, because I work directly with the CEO of the company, the broker.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What is going on with this?" And she was like, "Oh, well, remember the house that we, toured and showed the agents and stuff?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "That's the Jonas Brothers. They're looking at that house in West."
That's insane.
And I was like, "Dude, I remember that house.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay, but I didn't think it was like
that
that
great.
badass."
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy because that was the only time that I ever had to sign a non-disclosure that basically said that I had to delete all photos,
Really.
all videos, all everything. I was
everything.
like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
They're not
yeah.
the Pope."
Yeah, what's going on? I mean, it's a $775,000 house. What are we doing this for? Yeah.
Oh no, this one was in the millions.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then
That was
that's
our
better.
average house. Most of the houses were in the millions, but yeah, in the Westlake, you're not gonna find a house for less than a million.
Oh,
Yeah,
I can
they're-
imagine.
they're-
I can imagine.
It's a gated community.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
If you're a real estate agent, the only way you can show a house in Westlake is if you have property there. They won't even let you in the gates.
Are you serious?
Swear to God. So,
Wow.
Jeez, that's a hell of a real estate agent too.
Yeah.
Jesus.
so
yeah.
Damn.
the broker I worked for, she bought land in the property in the Westlake gated community,
Just for that reason.
and it was called Vaquero. And she bought it just for that reason, so she could show properties and list them in that area
Really?
and have signs up
Yeah.
because she owns the land. She put whatever.
What she wants on there. Yeah.
Was that what's her
absolutely.
face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was super interesting, that whole experience.
That's one way to describe.
You'll definitely see a lot of experience in the whole field. It's something else, that's for sure. But I love it. I love
Yeah.
everything about it. Like I said earlier, the challenge is kind of what frames me, and I'm a problem solver and figuring things out, and so that's just what motivated me.
Well, yeah, and even though that I was, director of marketing and stuff like that, once she gave me those, 5 houses to kind of oversee and stuff,
Yeah.
I actually got like a feel, like talking with the clients and setting up the appointments and all that sort of stuff. I was like, because I had knowledge of the entire inventory, because
Yeah.
I was the one listing it and putting it at all the different places and stuff.
Yeah.
Like when they asked, "Oh, well, I want a 6-bedroom house," I was like, "Oh, well, we have this one over here and this one over there," and I'm like, "Hey,
Yeah.
shit!" Like I didn't even think about it because I'm listing
Listing
all
it.
this stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, I know what our inventory is.
Yeah, exactly. And you have to.
Yeah.
You definitely have to know it. So,
So we got some comments for you in the audience.
uh-oh.
We got Christy chiming in saying Leslie is the best. Wish we could have
Aw.
her down here in San Antonio.
Oh, that's my cousin.
Very cool,
That's
very
my
cool.
Cousin. Love you.
Love the love, right?
Yep.
Even when she's on vacation, she is working and putting her phone and not putting her phone down.
Yeah, I get in trouble for that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boss even tells me, put the fucking phone up and stop fucking.
My laptop comes with me occasionally.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
time. Every time.
I got Teams on my phone, so I'm like stuck, like looking at my
Yeah.
people. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
Well, you have to. I mean, the phone is what makes me money, per se. So when that phone rings, I'm going to answer it one way or the other. Not right now, though.
Yeah, I totally get it.
I'm going to turn it over so I don't see it.
Leslie Melton, are you Melton? Ha ha ha.
That's my boss.
Love Leslie Miller and so fortunate to get to work with her daily. And then Emily is so proud of you.
Oh.
With a heart. A heart.
A little heart
Yes,
emoji.
a heart emoji.
Yes, that's my buddy.
Thank you everybody for tuning in. I guess with all these people chiming in, that calls for we said we were going to do at least 2 shots.
Well, let's just do another one.
Give me
What
your
the
glass.
hell?
Come
Why
on.
not? Just
We've
do
only
it.
done one.
Yo.
All right, and then Emily says she's proud of you.
Thank you. Love you.
That's what I just said.
Oh, you did?
He's not
No.
paying attention.
Remember when we were talking earlier about
His hearing aids
About
not
me.
turned up loud.
Hey, I'm the oldest in here, so I have.
And his
I have.
headphones are the loudest.
he's
The
so
5 glasses are keeping him from listening.
Yeah,
He's so-
Hey, you know what?
Oh,
I
had
can
to throw that out
see.
there.
I can see though.
Yes,
If I have,
he really can.
I can see. So it's all
But
great.
he's so short that he doesn't get the adult hearing aid. It has to come out of those
Oh,
spy
the
kits you
spy
got when you were a
kit.
kid.
Bless your heart, Patrick.
You're an
Oh.
asshole.
Guys, I hear you
Why
over
the
here.
hell? Why in the hell would you? Jesus Christ.
Carry on.
Yeah, before me and him get into a big argument.
Yes.
And he
And
loses another 2.
And yeah, tell us
Fuck
about
you.
that fire. Tell us about about that fight that happened that caused all that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What, did you get in a fight with a fork?
I got in a fight with a fucking cookie.
He was
Evidently, the cookie won.
Yeah, the cookie won.
It
Yeah.
must have been like a cookie from Christmas if it did
Yeah.
that shit.
Stale as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
Santa left that behind.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I ain't
Break
Even
your,
Santa wouldn't eat that shit.
Give it to
His
Patrick.
cookie that was
and I said,
cold.
yeah, break your tooth, you little shit. Yeah. So, whatever. Hey, at least I was able to fix it.
Yeah. Thank God for Walgreens.
Yeah, I know. I know. And it took me longer. It took me longer to get to Walgreens than it did to actually for me to get off of 35 to. I was about to say Fisher, Swisher. So, you know, I mean, it took me like almost 10 minutes just to get to Walgreens, and Walgreens is like 2-3 minutes from 35.
Wow. Yeah.
What the hell? What are you doing?
Cheers.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
Like, that's
Here.
why I was like, yeah, I was giving him like the thumbs up. Let's do it.
God,
I can't read
let's get it.
All right.
Sandy said that Daddy Ken is here too.
Take a shot.
Aw. Love you. So Ken and Sandy, they're one of my best friends' parents, and so yeah, they're like my second mom and dad.
Very nice.
Known them since I was 5 years old.
How'd you like that shot, Patrick?
Eh.
That's how was my reaction when I took it too.
Ugh.
Yep.
Do you want to know my?
It burnt his throat.
I don't want to know.
I had a second reaction after Natalie and Devin decided to reveal to me what it's made from.
Yeah, I know what it's made from.
What is that, Patrick?
Possum's ass.
Oh Lord!
I thought it was
Oh.
beavers.
Is it beaver?
Does it tell you on there?
Yeah, it tells you.
It is
Yeah.
a beaver.
Yeah, it's made from
beaver.
beaver's
A
ass.
beaver's ass.
Anal
Oh, look,
secretion.
And it looks like it's
Oh my
sticking
God,
out
you're gonna
there.
make me like throw up.
Ugh,
And so apparently, castoreum.
flavored.
Apparently, that's like something to do with the yeah.
You gonna make me throw up? No.
Well, there's a trash can
I'm
right
just-
there. You
I'm
got to move my
good.
coat first.
I can't believe I knowingly took that, knowing
Let alone
exactly what it was.
there's this distillery for this. My question is who's working for the distillery that's fingering beavers
Yeah. Doing
Anal
all of that,
glands.
Yeah.
to make this stuff?
They're
Like,
massaging them to get it out, like just. to
Devin?
clean
I've
it.
worked in a vet
So-
clinic.
so the
It's not
story
a
behind
Devin's
it.
doing it. Devin said, "Let me."
There is a
Let me
story
do
behind
that.
this.
Yeah. I
We were watching
just
that
wanna hear it.
show. Fuck, what is it called? Snake oil.
yeah.
Okay, Meredith.
And
Ah.
there was one of the products, and I go, "There's no fucking way that exists."
Yeah.
And
not at
because I lost, we had to buy the fucking.
Don't
I was like,
fall
"There
for
is
the
no
bed.
way that this exists." I go, "I bartended for like fucking 15
And I've
plus years.
Yeah. never heard of
I've
Malort.
never heard of
Never
it. Never seen it. Doesn't exist."
And I'm not drinking beaver's ass. all
Yeah,
the time.
exactly. I'm like,
Oh, but he
But
did.
here he is tonight.
Oh,
He didn't. He didn't. We didn't tonight, but he did the other night.
Oh.
knowing that I knew
Yeah.
what it
What was
was.
in
Hey, that
Yeah.
wasn't
Oh.
what I just drank. Wasn't beaver's ass?
Yes,
was
it
it?
was.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You're the only one that
You had a
gave
big
Yeah.
helping of beaver ass.
Yeah. Oh, bless your heart.
I mean, it sounds funny as beaver butt because of BB.
Yeah.
But beaver
Get
butt.
that BB drink.
You like
in
that
ya.
beaver butt?
Well,
You like that BB juice?
I can comment on beavers, but you know that's little 9-year-olds listening, so I'm,
Yeah,
not,
there's
I'm not
youngins.
going to.
yeah, the children.
I can promise you she's on YouTube or something right now trying to research this. You
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're just
probably.
we're warning the audience. This is not a G-rated show,
Yeah.
not PG, not
Yeah.
PG-13.
Yeah, they're sorry, Remy.
We will walk the line, but if something happens, I apologize ahead of time.
Yeah.
if we say
We
something.
we got to apologize to Leslie and Tim, so we don't have, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah, I now apologize what might come out of my mouth. You never know what
it's
will
all,
I
yeah,
say.
it's all good.
I mean, I was talking about a life straw earlier, and it was,
Oh my
it
god!
was like,
No, but
like
the hand motion.
yeah, I
though,
was like,
that
oh, you know,
was
life
me.
straws,
I
go,
was
go, go,
like,
go, go.
Okay, let's do it. He knows
And-
about the life.
And like everybody here is like, it looks like you've done that before. Like, no,
Yeah.
never mind.
It's not his first time.
Yeah,
Uh,
but yeah.
and Meredith said, "This is the longest I've seen Leslie without her phone in her hand."
I'm doing good. That's my I'm
Here,
doing
give
good.
it to me.
Julie said hi, Patrick.
All right,
I don't know who that is, but she said hi.
Julie,
She been on before? Yeah.
where you at? Yeah,
All right, good.
Julie. Hello. I can't see you. I'm looking at some. Wait, Oh yeah. Okay, there you are.
You just
Hello,
forget.
Julie. All right.
I
Okay.
wonder if that's my aunt.
No, Julie is she's a podcaster in, I believe, Phoenix or LA.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
So-
that's descriptive.
Yeah.
Well, no, she's either in Phoenix or LA.
If I need,
Her and her partner brings on, like,
I know who not
Yes,
to call for
son.
introductions now. That's
yeah. Okay, so yeah, Julie
you
said
are,
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was right. Phoenix or LA. I said Phoenix first.
my mom was in Phoenix for a very, very long time, over in Peoria.
Oh.
Never.
Oh, I
been.
see her now. So yeah, there she is.
And I
Okay.
love the Bills. I'm so sorry. I mean, I love the Cowboys,
Look
so
at that.
you're probably same sentiments to me. Are you trying to show her your
What is
tooth?
that? Oh.
Did it fall out?
Yeah, it fell out.
It fell out.
Oh.
Walgreens failed you.
Yeah, it's
So
I'm
he's
okay.
telling you, put
so he's
the-
gonna have
See,
to get
look.
that
Hide behind the
microphone
mic.
right there.
See, look.
Nobody. will see it,
Damn,
just
I
like
can't
that.
smile.
Yeah, if you put the
You
mic
can
on
if
this
you-
side of your mouth, it'd be good.
Patrick, I do it over there all the time.
There you go.
No,
Okay,
No
okay.
Offense, no offense.
Is that
guys,
cool?
This is Waffle House too. That's what we're gonna call that. And that Waffle House.
Hey, just so
is-
you know, when I host,
Awful waffle.
Oh, Julie loves the Bills.
yeah, I know.
There
I
we
said I
go.
told her
I
I'm sorry.
cannot believe I lost it again.
I said I was sorry that she did, but I told her I was a Cowboys fan, so she's probably sorry that I'm a cow. Like it goes both ways.
Speaking of Cowboys, dude,
Mm.
what do you think about them?
They're in the locker room
they're
right
not
now,
the-
like sweating, like we got to play real teams
Yeah,
now.
I know.
We got to put.
Well,
some
they're
effort into
playing.
it.
They're playing Green Bay,
Hey,
so it doesn't
yeah.
matter.
never mind the Cowboys. Fucking Houston's in the playoffs. What? Like, how the fuck did that? Like,
I never
yeah,
even
they
knew
made it to the
that.
playoffs this year, dude. Like, I could not fucking believe it. I
Who?
think it's been six or 7 straight years or longer since
Who?
they've been to the playoffs. Houston, the Texans.
Oh yeah,
I
that's,
couldn't fucking believe it.
CJ
man.
Stroud is badass. I watched him play the other day. I was just like, wow.
And I mean, not that I'm a 49ers fan, but the coach is a former 49ers coach. That, I don't know if that says anything. I don't like them either. So, but I can't, dude. I used to love the Oilers back in the day. So to see Houston back in the playoffs again, like that's really cool for me to see.
Yeah.
I wish it would have happened in the JJ Watt era, but we all wish, we can wish in one hand and shit in the other.
And
And
see what fills up
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
Yeah, always happens.
but enough about sports.
Shit.
Back to Leslie's shameless self promotion.
yes.
That's all what the interview's about. So with everything that's going on right now, would you say that the real estate market's leveling out, or is it still really hot right now as
It-
far as
And
trends?
why?
Well, it all depends on the location. Like where we are, I'm seeing more and more buyers coming in. It did get a little stagnant there for a little bit,
Mhm.
but
Interest rates.
interest rates,
Yeah.
everything. But and then too, the end of the year, most people aren't really
Yep.
looking. They're kind of taking that
Yep.
time off,
Fair enough.
and so it was a little stagnant there for a little bit.
Wait till
And-
March.
Yes,
All
and-
bets are off.
But I'm not
Fucking
shitting
near to
you.
the races.
January 1,
uh-huh.
January 1, my phone started blowing up,
Yeah.
and I've been nonstop ever since.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so this week I think I've executed 3 or 4 different contracts, and I have 3 or 4 more that are already in the in the process.
So
of it.
anything going over bid or over asking price, or what's going on with as far as the chaos? Is it the same chaos it was?
It's kind of the same chaos, and like I've always had the mindset, and Leslie, my boss, even said this. It doesn't really. Oh God, he's been on
The mask you hate.
Darth Vader mask is what he's going
All
to
right.
start putting on. But no, but my boss always had this mindset, and she's taught it to me. It doesn't really matter what the market necessarily looks like. If you're wanting to sell your house and you list it right, buyers are going to come.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
so,
Yeah.
And I've seen that. Like I just listed a house literally New Year's Eve morning, and I got it under contract within 3 or 4 days.
That's
Nice.
So-
still the same. Yeah. Then
Yeah.
that it hasn't calmed down at all. Then.
No,
Yeah.
because the problem is what I've seen or heard or whatever is that there's just not a lot of inventory.
I'm starting to see more and more,
Are you?
at least in our area, that are coming up.
What
So,
is like?
Well,
you
so-
started 2 years ago, right? So when
Yes.
you started, what was the average inventory the other Leslie had in her? She's broker.
my team leader?
Oh, team
Yeah,
leader. Okay.
yeah.
What was the average? Who do you have your real estate license through?
EXP.
EXP.
Yeah.
I don't know how big the office is or anything, but how many listings and stuff do y'all typically have at one
Usually,
time.
well, when I started on her team, the way it was constructed is she handled all of the listings, and then we settled with the buyers. But if we had somebody personally come in and ask me to list their house, then I would do it. But
So were you more on the buyer side or the seller side?
initially on the buyer side?
Buyer side, okay.
But I've had such a sphere of influence because, like I said, I talk a lot, and everywhere we go, it seems like I know somebody or have met somebody. And so I started getting more and more sellers that were like wanting to list their house and then just, preferably asking me to do it. But usually just within our team, I mean, it could be common for us to have 7-8 listings at a time, but it also just depends on the time of year, things like that. But usually at the beginning of the year is when people are starting to get motivated to start selling, getting things out. Teachers, knowing if they're going to be moving the next school year, let's start doing this now so we can get acclimated for it in the summer. So
I've got a question as far as trends when it comes to buyers.
okay.
So I'm assuming you also work with out-of-state buyers?
Yes, actually I am
So-
right now, 2 of them.
Where are they coming from? Where's the majority of the buyers coming from?
Yeah, so we could tell them to go back.
Yeah.
I want to see if I'm feeling this correctly.
Well,
Yeah.
Where do you see the majority of them coming from?
Well, I've had one buyer that came in from Oregon.
Okay.
The one that I'm working with now is actually from Arizona, and then another one from Virginia. But they're veterans, so they're stationing and moving, relocating over here. So that's why they're.
Is there a station over there?
There's one. Well, the one that I've been speaking with is in the Navy, and I'm assuming there's some kind of base or something nearby. But
Yeah.
she's looking for something specifically in Henderson County. So
Okay. All right.
Cool.
So I was just kind of looking for one state in particular.
He's like California.
Yeah.
Here we come.
So she has 2 East Coast, 1 West Coast, or
So-
2 West Coast, 1 East Coast.
I legitimately had to, after my divorce, I had to put buying on hold flat out, period, because of California buyers.
Oh yeah.
I was
Yeah.
getting outbid 70 to 100 in cash.
Easily.
Sight unseen, waived
Easily.
PMI, waived inspection. Hey, just
Everything.
give me the fucking house.
Yeah.
I'm like,
They're over there in California probably selling their 1,200 square foot house for
Yeah.
$750,000 and coming and buying.
I had to
something here.
wait
Yeah.
3 fucking years to fucking be competitive.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It was fucking ridiculous.
And actually mentioning that, I'm working with a buyer, so that's 4 from Beverly Hills that's wanting to come here. So her husband is relocating from work. So
Give them a map to Oklahoma. Text and say, hey, you're
Oh,
welcome.
God,
You're welcome. in-
Oklahoma.
Or you can give
Your
them.
money can buy so much more in
Anything.
Oklahoma.
Actually, it could. Actually,
Yeah,
that
it
is
can.
true.
It really could, I promise
Well,
you.
send them to Arkansas too. What the hell?
Oh yeah, there's enough.
Louisiana.
Is there like a prerequisite? What are your politics before you?
Oh dear Lord.
Like, can you
Yeah.
please?
Can
not-
you sell me a property that borders Oklahoma and Texas?
Yeah.
All right.
Can we? Yeah. let's
give them
do
a
it,
map
dude.
to Mexico?
Oh dear Lord.
That way I can
A
walk
map to
across and
Mexico?
go, it's legal over here.
Start sending them that way
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
send me that
instead
way.
of them coming up over here. Sorry, I'm getting a little too. My bad.
Oh man, no, actually, I'm starting this year. I'm going to start looking at investment properties.
Yeah.
Either looking at beach or something that I can basically rent out. Yeah,
Exactly. And that's a smart move. If it's just like with any decision, if you execute it right and actually have a plan with it,
Yeah.
you can make something of it. And then once you do that and get everything going, then you'll start finding that you can buy another one and then buy,
Hey Patrick,
keep on going.
What?
if everything works well on as of Friday, I might have a down payment for a fucking nice size fucking house, beach house.
Really?
Just remember what I told
Well, how much will hurricane insurance cost?
Oh,
Fuck, I don't know.
that's going to be a steep one.
you. Fuck it, I won't do insurance.
just brought
I'll
you
just
down-
build another one.
Well, and actually,
I just brought you down to
Fuck it.
reality, you little.
yeah.
I'll bring you. Hey, stop! I'll
Asshole.
bring you down to reality. You leave him alone. Don't do it.
My cousin Christy.
Don't
that
you
was
do
just
it, Ricky
on
Bobby.
here- My cousin Christy that was just commenting. She just literally bought a beach house herself, and that insurance is pretty expensive.
Where at? you know?
It's down near, if I remember correctly, like in the Port Aransas area.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
okay.
looking at. I think it's
Yeah.
beach.
Yeah.
That's a nice place.
And then my
Port
sister
Aransas.
lives in Corpus.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
Corpus
not
is
right
nice.
on the water, but she has to do the flood insurance and stuff too. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
FEMA. Fucking FEMA.
Yeah.
I wonder why FEMA is the only one that control flood policies.
Hmm.
Let's not go there.
Questions to ponder here.
Oh wait, no, we got conspiracy things at the end.
Oh,
Because I saw it. I was like, oh, cool, I got that. I'll save that.
Back to the amount of listings that their agency keeps. Leslie said they
About
keep
7.
an average of 20.
Oh, 20. Okay.
Yes, they keep
Yeah.
an average of 20 listings.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Cool.
So look them up. As a matter of fact, do you want to go ahead and just promote the
Go ahead.
real estate firm you're a part of?
Oh, well, I can
Brokerage?
do that.
Go ahead.
So I'm on the Leslie Miller with the Leslie Melton team.
Mhm.
Super confusing.
Yeah,
by the way.
Leslie M.
Yeah.
Which one?
Okay. So let me
Either
just-
way, you're gonna find a
Yeah.
house.
So let
Right,
me
right.
just start off with this. We both have the same first and middle name. Last name starts with the same letter, and we
that
were
helps.
both licensed on the same day, but 10 years apart.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Meant to be.
Meant to be.
Right? Damn.
conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Like we were meant.
That's
to be
kind of
together.
like this fucker that I knew that like would leave, would go our separate ways, and somehow always run into each other.
I don't know who.
And then eventually the motherfucker buys a house 3 doors down from me.
I've
Three
yet to
doors
meet
down.
this guy. I don't know who he's talking about.
But he's always late for everything. So
He's
you know,
always late.
late for everything, so it's fine.
No wonder we went our separate ways.
Yeah.
All right, real quick, one more time. If you need a real estate agent,
Leslie Miller with the Leslie Melton team over at EXP Realty, and we're in the DFW area.
And
All right.
Melton
Bam.
said that
The
super
Melton.
confusing, but she loves it.
Yeah, we joked around one time about getting a billboard that says, "When you're wanting to buy or sell, why have one Leslie when you can have 2?"
Whoa.
Whoa.
Thought that was pretty.
I like it. It's risque, but
It's a little.
It's
risque.
risque.
you're totally locked down the mail. The mail.
So have
Yeah.
both of us on each side with an arrow, one
It's
Leslie or the
provocative.
other.
Like
Yeah,
male
And-
male
so-
clientele's locked down at
Oh
that
yeah,
point.
and so when you start reading it, you're going to read it like that. Have one Leslie or the other.
Do you
I
buy-
have
do
just
you-
one.
Do you come with the house?
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
That is hilarious.
Don't come with the house. I don't come with the house.
No. You can have the house. That's what you get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So speaking of real estate, what was your most valuable lesson that you learned in your journey? I know it's only been 2 years.
Well, it teaches you a lot. You have to just, immediately shift your way of thinking and being fast and adaptive, coming up with solutions if things come your way. And so, I guess one of the most valuable lessons for me is just being able to make connections with people and knowing how to just adapt to that, and everybody's going to have different needs, different wants. But, my mindset whenever I got into it was not more so focusing on sounding like an 80s car salesman, let's get this house over here. It was making the connection with the person I was talking to
Right.
and being genuine about it, And so if the person, it's just like with any sales position or even like an attorney, people don't really trust a lot of real estate agents. They're out for it for the money, things like that. And so getting their trust and just learning to adapt
Huge.
to their needs, and becoming their friend more than anything.
Then
So
to support that, me as a buyer, I'm making an investment, a huge investment. And of course, I know it's smaller for some people who are in larger tax brackets, but for somebody like me, I'm making a huge investment.
It's a 30-year commitment. Let's just
So,
be honest.
yeah,
Yeah.
flat out.
Longer than most relationships.
And
Oh,
so-
yeah. Yeah.
Well, nowadays, but
Nowadays.
but- so I'm making a huge commitment. So as a real estate agent, whether you actually walk the talk or you just kind of fake it, one way or another, you have to put yourself in that customer's shoes.
Yeah,
And-
exactly.
and you have to relate to their situation.
100%. And then, it's also just being honest, like if there's a situation where there's might be some conflict, it's being that voice of reason and letting them know, hey, this is what it is. And, if I don't feel that it's in your best interest, what do we need to do to fix it?
Cool.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
know,
Absolutely.
it just, you have to be that way with it, with anybody realistically. But, I think another lesson that it's learned with me is I've never been a confrontational person, but, you have to have a backbone. And it definitely changes, it trickles into your personal life, just having that confidence and building the strength and everything, just to say say things of what it is for what it is. And then it helps you with your personal life as well.
Very cool.
Let me ask you, has there ever been a contract that kind of fell through or whatever because of some dumb reason? And if so, what was that dumb reason? Because I do have a story about that. So
Well, Well,
Yes.
not
Devin has stories.
necessarily
I
a
have
dumb
stories.
reason, but not really. It wasn't necessarily for a dumb reason, but it was a pretty intense situation out, and so yeah, I don't know how much detail I can go into that one, but like my boss said, I've been in this for 10 years and never seen half the shit.
Right? Yeah. No, that's why I'm wondering. I'm like, what kind of stuff have you seen that you can talk about that's like
well,
out of the norm? Because
I-
clearly you've got some stories.
I've had one show up with an axe
Oh shit!
when the deal fell through.
Oh.
Not to me,
Oh, damn.
But actually, I've had a situation before, and it was actually a personal one. My grandmother was getting sick and stuff, and so I had to list her house just to kind of get her acclimated into moving in and stuff, and so we got everything closed flawlessly. She was still alive through it. But then literally 2 weeks later, she ended up passing away at my family's house. And so I went over there just to go, say my condolences before the funeral home got there. And she's deceased in the bed. And when I got there, my aunt dropped dead 5 feet away. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
so
so,
that was pretty intense, trying to help recess. Yeah, it literally
Wow.
broke her heart seeing her mother pass away, and
man,
but yeah, that was a pretty intense one. It traumatizing for sure.
I bet. Sorry, man. That's
Yeah,
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's super intense.
Oh, it was, and then it just broke my heart even more because my cousin, her son, was there, and just him having to watch his grandmother, and then 20 minutes later, his mom, his own mother, and so yeah, I mean. It didn't happen during the contract, but it was just one of those like, what the hell just happened here?
Yeah.
Wasn't
absolutely.
prepared for that. So
Well, luckily the house didn't go in probate or anything like that, right?
no, it didn't.
I
We
don't
got
wanna- I
everything
don't wanna
closed.
talk about probate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Well, and then especially when it's like a family situation, like I was hoping that everything would get closed on time before
Yeah.
anything tragic happened, and
Ugh.
then sure enough, it happened. But
Yeah, in a
after the
different.
fact. Yeah.
Ah,
But
man.
then after it was all said and done that night, I got home, and of course it's 2:30 in the morning, and I'm over here just like, what the hell just happened here? And I was literally about to close my eyes and go to bed, and then 2:30 in the morning, another buyer messages me, I found this house, I want to go look at it in a couple of hours if we can get it arranged. And I went, it's 2:30 in the morning.
Oh my god.
Leave. No, we're not looking at houses right now. Go to bed, sir.
I'll kick you in your face.
Yeah, I
I'll
will
just-
shank you in the kneecap. if you
Family
call me again.
time,
That makes-
especially at that time of night.
That must be somebody from Course Canner.
Yeah.
With crazy stories. So I was at the title company signing, and they were all talking stories and stuff and whatnot. And two or 3 weeks before I signed, they said they had a client, and he was recently divorced, and put his mortgage agent and pushing the title company. I need this close. I need this close. I need this close. He was selling off all his assets, wasn't buying any new purchases, cleaning up everything around him.
Yeah.
And it was just very very, I don't know what. And the wife was still in the house. The ex-wife was still in the house.
Really?
And they were going through a messy divorce. And apparently he's trying to rush everything along while she's dragging her feet. Okay.
Ooh.
And so he, believe it or not, shows up at the signing with the ex-wife, but not the ex-wife. It's his new girlfriend.
Oh.
So of course they're
Gotcha.
trying to get her to sign documents, right? All the docs for selling or for selling the house and stuff. Well, the
Yeah.
crazy thing is the house is being sold to the girlfriend. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Well, apparently somehow the title company called right before right before it called the ex-wife, right? But she apparently skid marked into and it came out in I know you when I say a nightgown and curlers.
Moo-moo.
And
Moo-moo.
what is going on in here?
Yeah.
I'm still living in this house, had no idea what had happened, found out that the girlfriend, and because it was suspicious because the girlfriend, they were trying to get her to sign the papers because she's the ex-wife.
Yeah.
And she
yeah.
and he's like, well, she's good. She's not able to sign. This and
Uh-uh.
that. And they're like, and
Something
sure as
sketchy
shit,
here.
yeah, the wife shows up and like, I haven't agreed to shit, this and that. I haven't even
hell
signed the divorce papers yet.
Oh, that was
2 weeks before I signed, 2 or
Oh,
3
yeah.
weeks, they said I was like, holy
That was like some
shit.
Jerry Springer shit going on at the time.
I bet the mortgage
Springer.
agent was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
the
there
hell
goes
did I
my
get-
shit.
Yeah. Lost that deal.
You know what's funny is like I was in real estate, like in the South, like Westlake, Colleyville, whatever area. Well, when I bought this house, I was actually interested in a house down the street,
Okay.
but I loved this neighborhood.
Andy's
Yeah.
house.
No,
He was
not Andy's
interest-
house.
He was interested in Andy's house.
Uh-oh.
No, actually, I had looked at this house, but it was way outside my price budget.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, I'll settle on this other house. Similar floor plan design, didn't have bigger backyard, but it backed to the pond.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
so I was like, cool, I'll just knock down the
yeah,
back.
that one.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
back fence. And I was like, and put one of those no climb invisible fences.
Oh, yeah.
That way in my yard, I see
The
the water fountain, the water feature.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the ducks and everything. And so I went to look at that. And then as I was leaving to come back, I drove by this house. And there was all this paperwork in the front bay window area. And I was like, what the fuck is that? So
With the MLS listing stuff.
it was actually HUD.
Oh.
So there was like
oh.
literally 30 pieces of fucking, but no bullshit,
Oh
30
my
pieces of fucking
God.
paper. Like every window had a piece of paper.
Oh,
and I'm
my
like
God.
reading. I'm like, okay.
What's going on here?
I know. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Is this like foreclosure? Like,
Yeah,
what's going on?
What's going on here? Yeah.
So when I had looked at it, this house had palm trees in the back. And it had a saltwater, like 300-gallon fucking huge tank. And it had all the top of the line appliances and shit like that, which is
Yeah.
I was like, well, this is why it's so fucking expensive.
Yeah. Enough said.
So anyway, I had already had mental images of what was in a house, whatever. So anyway, long story short, I look at the one of the pieces of paper and it said auction closing on Sunday,
Uh-huh.
and I like looked at my watch and looked at the time, and it said Sunday at midnight, and I'm like, it's fucking Sunday, and it's like 7:00, and I'm like going,
I got time.
I got time,
I
and
got
so like
time.
I went through my old connections at Homes and Land, and I'm like, okay, I know some of these guys, their focus was HUD and all that sort of stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna try to find one of these guys, like to put a bid in or whatever.
Yeah.
So I told him, gave him the MLS, gave him the numbers, gave him everything, and he's like, okay. He goes, you could probably get it for let's say one. He came up with this fucking cockball number, 134,501.
Is that the official measurement?
Yeah, it's cockball
27
measure.
cents. It's 27
And 27 cents just for
27.
fucking good measure.
27 pubic hairs. Like,
And the shitty thing was, I
And
had
a tooth.
just signed. And a tooth.
And
Way to
a
bring it back full
two.
circle.
we always do here. We
We
always do.
always do.
I'm here all night.
So, I had just signed a year lease at the fucking townhome at where I was at, and I
Yeah.
was like, he called me up the next day. He goes, "Congratulations, you're a homeowner."
What?
And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Because I remember when I looked at it, the house was in the 290 or 2 something, and I was
Yeah.
like, "I just got this for 134,000 when it was going when I first looked at it for
Yeah.
like 200 plus," and I was like, "Fuck,
You fucking paid how much? You
100
fucking
134,501."
Shit balls.
That's why my house is
That
almost paid off. That's why I'm looking at a second house.
Yeah, there you go.
kiss my ass.
Hey, and then when you go try to sell yours, if it's anything like this, them comps.
Well, that's
might
the
say
problem. I
different.
could sell mine, and I'd have to stay. I would barely break even right
Yeah,
now. Like,
yeah.
it's,
The buyers will love it.
yeah,
The
yeah,
buyers are
fucking-
gonna love that.
I had to fucking beat. No, I had to knock people out of the running for that.
Yeah, Andy, careful.
Gotta beat people.
He
Had to-
came in throwing
Have you seen
elbows.
the Barbie movie?
Yes, I have.
I had to beach people off. I
He
beached
came-
them off.
Yeah, he came in throwing elbows.
You know
like,
what?
"Get out of my house."
That you're so stupid.
I'll beat you off.
Beach people off.
I'm the best at beaching.
He's a
You know what I'm
professional.
talking
You
beat.
could
right?
you could beach Devin off.
Some beach over here. Some beach.
No beaching.
But no, yeah, I had to like we walked
April,
in, the buyer
hello.
somebody touring the house came in right after, and I was like, I grabbed our agent. I was like, make an offer right now.
Right now.
I want this house. Tell them I'm coming in at this. And
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not playing. I went 20 over, and I was like, tell him I was ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was qualified. I hit my boy up from high school, and I was qualified, and he wrote me a pre-qualification letter. And then, of course, because I was squeaky clean, I was basically right under a cash buyer.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And so as far as assets and debt,
Squeak.
and so
Squeaky
not.
clean.
and
like
so-
Mr. Clean.
and so he got me approved. He got me
Clean.
pre-approved or
That makes
whatnot
me
in
laugh.
19 days.
Really?
Yeah. I was like,
Wow.
he did the legwork for me. Those of you who I'm just gonna do a promo for my homie Joshua Glenn over at Gateway Mortgage. If you need a mortgage agent, he's the dude to go to. He's one of the managers over there. He kicked
Bullshit. Leslie's the one that goes to.
Well, he's
For-
talking about lender.
Lender,
Yeah.
bro.
stuff.
Oh, lender.
If
Oh,
you pay
you were
attention
talking
to the
about a lender.
podcast,
Something you don't know nothing
Lender.
about.
Well, you know what?
it's
never mind.
You need me to lend you a tooth?
You're an
Mic
asshole.
drop.
dude.
Andy's got
Why,
plenty
Mic
why would you do that?
What would it
because he's got a couple fake ones to spare.
I know.
I do.
I
I do.
like how that double dick.
I wish I had your
Just
report.
hey, you know what? Just wait. Your time's fucking coming, dude.
Well, I already got my fake teeth. We're
I
good.
don't care.
Knock on wood.
Represent.
Knock on wood.
Hey,
I don't have.
I'm
mine
trying
yet,
not
so.
to smile on camera and shit, and just smile behind the mic.
Well, usually you're so damn salty, you don't have to worry
You
about
don't
it.
have to worry about it.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
Oh
Knock
You
on
need to
wood,
lay
I'm
off
not
the
there
salt.
yet.
It's corroding your teeth.
no, it's not.
So Leslie, the agent that I ended up calling, that like I was flipping through the book or whatever, he shows up. So
the cookie one.
the closing is in Turtle Creek.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, and I'm like going, what the fuck? This
Yeah.
guy shows up, no bullshit, flip flops, Hawaiian shirt, and khaki shorts. I'm
Love
like, what the? We're in Turtle Creek.
Yeah, yeah. He was going
In a
to.
fucking high rise.
Hey, I'm just gonna say he was going to the beach afterwards.
Yeah.
You paid for his beach trip.
Yeah,
I'm just playing.
right.
I'm
So
just playing.
get this. So he was like, he goes, what's the deal with your rental, the lease agreement that you signed, whatever? And I
Yeah.
was like, I was like, literally, I just signed it like a week ago.
Yeah.
He's like, well, send it over. Let me see it. And I was like, okay. And so he's like, how much is it to break it? And I was like, I don't know. Like, let me talk to the office. And so he ended up paying like them like $500 or $1,000 to break and so that way it wouldn't be on my record, and then I could move into the house.
Really?
I was like,
Hey,
all right,
that's-
so Beach Boy.
yeah,
Sounds like
We're
you're
good
beaching
now.
off.
yeah. You're beaching off over here. That was cool that he did that. Though.
Yeah,
Very
it was
cool.
pretty.
Do you,
Yeah.
with everything that's going on, and I'm gonna tell you right now, like I came in at 675.
Yeah.
And I'm with squeaky clean credit, and
This-
I was in current state. People have told me flat out, like I got off on a good deal right now.
Oh yeah.
Do you see interest rates coming
He was
down, or
beached off.
is there a trend that you guys are predicting, or how are we looking
You
at
know,
this?
yes, and you know, one of the lenders that we work with a lot. I'll give a shout out to Lisa Burks down in the Ellis County area with Academy Mortgage.
Word.
She's wonderful. You know, but she uses this reference and it stands true. Like, I wish there was a crystal ball that could tell us what those rates are going to look like.
Right.
You know, we could look at the trends, and at this current moment, we are seeing them starting to come down. And then I've read somewhere recently, like they're even anticipating 2024, like going back down into the fives.
Please.
So
I know.
Refi.
I mean,
Refi.
I really
Yes.
don't see the possibility of it going back down like it was 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
Oh,
2, 3.
no,
that
yeah, it's
that
not
was
gonna happen.
absurd. That was they were piranhas. Those buyers were at that time. So, but yeah, we're seeing the trend of them already going down, and so
When you say going down, where are we talking as far as numbers?
sixes.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right,
like-
okay, I got
you
in
know,
just at the right time.
The
I got it.
the 3 that I just executed this week, I want to say that they were all 3 of them were like in the sixes. So I'm
Okay.
starting to see that, and
Cool.
so like I said, they're saying and anticipating the 5s, but the economy is gonna factor in, the elections
Right.
are gonna factor into that. So
Yeah.
there's not that crystal,
Yes, they are.
that crystal ball. We don't really know, but that's what the
Andy, not to
Focus.
throw salt on it.
uh,
I just pulled up because I was like curious. I was like, what is my interest rate? Because I haven't looked at it.
No,
Yeah.
I've been in
don't.
here for almost
Don't.
20 years.
You can jump out the window. though. You-
really.
with your interest rate, throw yourself out. The window.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want. I want to hear
3.87.
Fuck you.
Oh,
3
you
fuck you.
ass.
I don't even want to talk to you right now. It's just a joke.
It's a special place in hell for you, sir.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like concerned because like my mortgage and everything went like fucking literally over 1,000 last year than what it was the year before. So I
Yeah.
was like, going,
Oh, I'm sorry.
so fuck.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Right.
You want me to drop my
Yeah.
monthly fucking shit right now? I had a 2,200 square foot home for half of what I'm fucking paying right now, dude. I don't want to hear shit.
You want that small little violin over
Right?
there playing
Yeah,
for?
man.
Aw.
Yeah.
Donna,
Nice house.
Donna
damn it.
Hammond. Donna,
Oh,
you know
Donna, next door. She's at 2.58. Nice.
Wow,
Donna.
that's
Marcy. Hello,
Donna.
Marcy Miller.
Donna, how long
Hold
you
on
been in
a
that? In the
Donna, you and Devin both belong in hell together right now. Kiss
Side
my
by
ass.
side, side
Well,
by
we're pretty
side.
much already here having to deal with all these
2.58.
fucking idiots
What is
behind
your
us.
mortgage payment? $850? Like fuck.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Damn. Good job. Cheers to
yeah.
you.
Cheers to that. That's
Fuck.
awesome.
Marcy.
I'm gonna go kill myself now too.
Hello, Marcy.
Well, the crazy
I
part is I have an arm, so I was like thinking, oh god, I'm gonna get fucking railroaded because of all this shit with the interest rates. And
Yeah.
that's why I was like, I need to check because I'm not really sure what
Yeah.
the fuck mine's at.
Yeah,
Anyway,
definitely
Right.
yeah,
check.
go ahead.
Marcy. I have known Marcy since how long has it been? Since 1978.
Oh, so you were like
I wasn't even thought
you were
of.
like 55.
Yeah, I wasn't even thought of. back
Yeah,
then.
okay. Thanks, Leslie. I appreciate that.
I might
welcome.
have
Okay.
been thought of.
I'm here all night.
I might have been thought of. I hadn't been brought into creation.
All right, we gotta take a shot for Marcy.
My dad was trying, but
What about Donna? Is
They
this
were
the first time for
exercising.
Donna?
No, Donna's been on before.
Or is she? All right, we gotta take a shot for Marcy.
Donna's 3 doors down that way.
Three doors
So
down.
Andy's 3 doors down that way. She's 3 doors down that way.
All right, so
That's isn't that a rock group?
Yeah,
Three doors
I
down.
Yes, it
just
is.
was literally about to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sing
Yeah.
one of my favorite songs too.
Yeah.
Good Lake song, Kryptonite. Anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah.
all their
Kryptonite.
songs are pretty
Here
good.
we go.
Yeah.
Let's do
All right.
one more shot for
Here's the
Marcy.
choice: what's left over of the Devion.
The beaver's butt.
I don't want the
we got,
beaver's
we got,
butt.
we
I'll
got,
do the cream cheese.
we got,
one,
we got
whatever the
BB
hell's
juice. We got beaver butt juice. Or we got the what? What do
can't.
you want?
the creamy whatever. Cream of
Beaver
guy.
butt juice, and you want the creamy stuff. Okay.
Are you
The
talking about
creamy
like
butt- the
tequila
creamy
rose over
beaver-
here?
No.
This podcast is
It's like butter pecan or something.
Oh, I bet that would be
podcast has just
good.
hit
Good.
par
I
for our
bet
youth.
Especially
Okay.
after, yeah.
I'll take the butter pecan. I don't want no fucking beavers.
Yeah, he went
Butter
from
juice.
beavers to
Beaver's
butter.
rectum juice.
Beaver's
Hey,
butter. Beaver
want
They
butter.
no
went from
beaver's
beaver butt
butter
juice to
juice.
sipping cream.
Sipping
It says it right
cream.
there.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one.
Oh shit.
Beaver's ass to butter pecan.
Hey Marcy, if you're still listening, you buy a book yet? Marcy, buy a book yet?
Oh, Patrick, I need to after the show remind me because I need you to show me how to buy a book because I ain't never bought none.
You just go to the link. Hey,
Just
Every
go-
time I buy a book, it's half price books.
I know.
That's
I
like, that's the
know.
only way I know.
Well, this ain't half
I
price,
bought it on
bitch.
Amazon. It still hasn't fucking shown up. What's up with Prime, bro?
I know.
Oh,
I was
dude,
trying to look at
Amazon?
that the other
I don't
night.
know.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's up with Prime.
You know, of all the stocks I have, the one that's fucking me over right now is Amazon.
Amazon? I bet. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
All right.
fuck you, Amazon.
of course,
Yeah.
of course. But I mean, it's I mean, I
Those
don't
of
know
you
what's
that don't
going on
know-
because even when I order author books, I mean it's taken like 2 or 3 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, I
That's
think
insane.
what it is I think it's the print.
Could be.
I think what it is, it might
Yeah.
be print to order, so
It is.
they don't keep inventory on hand.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
print to
they-
order.
yeah.
That's
I
what it is.
promised him I'd buy a hard copy, and I did.
I know.
Yeah,
I need,
thank you.
Yeah, I'm trying
Thank
to get
you.
mine.
Thank you.
I'm ready
Is there
to read it.
pictures in this book? I need-
Ooh,
Wouldn't
what
you like
kind
to
of
know?
Pictures?
Yeah. Is there
You,
pictures?
you have no idea.
Pictures.
Hey, okay, I have to say
How big is the font? Is it 15-point font?
Why do you
You're
want to
blind
know
as
how
It's
big
where-
his font is?
hey,
That's why it's taken so
the font
long.
Right? It's like
Oh, wait.
one word per page.
Yeah.
Hold on, D.
Yeah.
And
You see his fucking
I
glasses.
know.
He didn't have them on when he was writing it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No. He
Yeah,
didn't have his
they
Bible
didn't.
on.
They didn't. No, but the thing is that you read some of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sure did. It was good. It's very good.
It's
Hey,
a-
everybody.
There you go.
Patrick,
read
now it's
some
your
of it.
time for your selfless promotion. What's the name of the book?
Yes, those of you who don't know what we're talking about.
The
Give-
name
give
of
the audience
the name of the
context.
book. The name of the book is. Wait, what is it?
Oh,
Four
yeah.
strangers.
Four
butthole.
strangers.
Strangers.
It's 4 strangers. It's about a woman that's in an abusive relationship, and she and with her husband, with her boss, with everybody. It's just like she just has bad luck. But she's created 3 different personalities to deal with all the situations in the book. Paris comes out more than what Ryan and Popper does.
Don't give away your character.
So
You're
I'm
gonna
not-
be
I'm not
like
giving
Jada
away.
Giving
Pinkett.
away too much.
You're gonna Jada Pinkett Smith and give away the details of your
I'm
book,
not
and ain't,
giving
shit,
away
ain't nobody gonna
details.
buy that
And
shit.
then we're gonna Will Smith you over here, and it's like, stop doing that.
No, we're
And
gonna
so-
be like, I
and
support
so
you no
just
matter
to,
what.
just to support,
As long
I
as
mean,
I'm with another
just
guy.
to surprise, just to
Right.
just to surprise y'all 3 is that in the special thanks section of the book at the end, Devin is listed, Andy is listed, and so is Princess Leslie.
What?
Y'all are let.
You get in there.
I made the top 3.
Must have
Yeah.
been an inspiration for a character.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, he's heard a lot of my crazy life stories.
He made me
Hello,
a drug
Pam.
addict.
Hey,
Let's hear one.
Pam's
of these
on.
Crazy.
Pam's on.
What?
Pam.
Yeah,
Oh,
the sound
man.
effects are not queued up right now.
They were earlier, and then I had to restart like 17,600.
It's all good, dude.
Yeah, it's all right.
Hey, Pam, have you added that silent N or the silent P? Is it 2 P's, 1 N, 2 M's, right? Pam. I don't remember. Pam.
Like on.
There we go, Pam.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what when we
Do it again. Yeah.
we started that about 2 years ago, almost 2 years. And she was like, so is it a silent N or a silent P's? 2 M's?
Yeah, it's kind of like from
Yeah.
Step Brothers.
Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pam. No, you got to emphasize.
Pam.
Pam.
She said no.
Pam.
Let us
Pam.
know.
Is it with the 2 M's or 1 M or?
I think the N is silent. It's kind
yeah,
of like
the M
damn.
is silent.
It's like
Last
damn,
M.
right? You don't
Yeah.
pronounce the
You don't-
N.
You don't enunciate that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
It's
no.
like I think that's how.
Right.
All right.
All right. So what about mine?
I think the K is silent.
Oh, we forgot that.
Well,
We gotta fill him up.
I don't want no beaver's ass.
Yeah, he wants that butter.
Get him some buttery nipples.
That butter pecan over
Buttery
here.
nip.
He-
Buttery
he just
nipples.
doesn't want it.
He likes that sipping cream over here.
Wait, what's that from?
What do you mean? Where's that from?
Not a beaver's butt.
The sipping
we know.
cream. What is that from?
It's
It's like a moonshine.
You ever
It's
seen
like-
Jackass?
Shut up!
Oh.
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear it.
You ever seen the movie Jackass?
Yeah, which
Yeah.
one?
Which
There's
April.
like there's like 30.
20 of them. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
April, go out and go buy it, or can't go out.
All right,
go
cheers.
buy it.
Cheers.
All right,
Amazon.
cheers.
All right,
I don't wanna
cheers,
spill.
cheers. Cheers to Marcy.
I'll just drink my water.
That shit's good, man. Did you make that shit?
You know, if I make it, it'd be.
That's why it's
It
good.
tastes
It'd be
even better in hot chocolate. It fucking rocks hot
Ooh,
chocolate. It's
I
so
bet
good.
that would be good with
Yeah.
that.
Hey, you know what? When the temperature gets 11 degrees, I'll have to break this shit out.
And it'll warm you up a little
Yeah.
bit. Got to get that body warm.
Oh man, I was freezing my fucking office today. I was like, Jesus,
I bet.
I must stare my fucking coat on.
I know. I was showing a house this morning, and I was so fucking cold outside. I was bundled up in a hoodie. I would have worn my robe if I could.
It was chilly. It was really cold
Seriously.
last night. Stuck my hand in the pool
Dude.
skimmer because shit was clogging it up. And
Well, so there's an inside joke. So I love wearing my robe. It's vibe. I don't know, but like every
a whole
Tuesday,
vibe.
yeah, it's a vibe. So every Tuesday and Thursday when we have our team's Zoom meetings,
Mhm.
I'm in my robe. And so anytime I show up with actual like clothes on, they're like, "What's wrong with you? Are you sick today?"
That's a
What's-"
good idea.
Yeah, like
Tomorrow I work
Somebody get
from
the
home.
thermometer.
That feels
Yeah.
like it's going to be a robe day.
It's gonna be a robe day. I
like
love
this.
my robe. I'll drive.
I have
it.
like 3 meetings. So I'm going to fucking wear a robe. Fuck it.
I wear it taking the kids to school. It's a vibe. I'm telling you, everybody
Ah.
needs a good robe.
I'm
in their
a
life.
team lead, so when I have my meetings, it's got to be like one of the either a shirt that looks decent but always gym shorts.
pants.
Yeah, right?
Pajama
Oh,
pants.
yeah.
Well, that's usually
Gym shorts
like
or pajamas.
when I'm in the studio because it gets so hot in here with all the TVs and the lights and
Yeah.
all the.
Oh my god.
I'm usually
And
like,
the
yeah,
liquor.
and liquor. I'm
liquor.
usually in shorts, but
Yeah.
tonight I'm just like, fuck it. I'll just keep my dress slacks on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it gets warm in here.
Yes. So
So
back to the real estate conversation.
Yes, let's get it.
Y'all go buy my book.
Yes. Do
Yes.
that.
I'm sorry.
April's excited that she knows an author. That's very cool. I know one
And-
too.
Hey,
We got
I'm
the
in the
special
process of
thing.
writing another one too. So
Awesome. It's gonna be a good.
I'm
one.
going to have to give it. I'm going to have to give it to Leslie and let her read it first.
That's
I know.
awesome. Enough
Yeah.
about you. Back to Leslie.
I know. I'm just saying. Fuck
got
you,
to
Andy.
mute his fucking mic.
Yeah, he's trying to be my dream killer over here.
No, I'm not.
Have you met Salty Mick?
Salty Patrick over
Salty-
here?
Hey, you know what? You know what? I have been nice.
You have been very nice.
I have
I'll
been
say
very.
that.
I have
Yes.
been nice
So-
and respectful.
Yes.
I got two questions we can kind of put into it.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, let's go for it.
So this kind of, I mean, you can approach it from either way because it kind of goes hand in hand between technology and social media.
Yeah.
How do you think it's, changed the game? And then how do you use it personally when it comes to your advertising or your promotion?
Social media and just this whole world, what we're in right now with, everything, it's been a game changer. I can't speak for experience or from experience like how it was for agents in the past. I mean, that was, I'm sure, a lot of phone calls or cold calls, door knocking, having to actually get out there in front of people. But with the power of social media, and one of the big things is just putting yourself out there and exposing yourself and just being
making
active.
yourself vulnerable.
Very, very
Breaking out of
vulnerable.
the comfort zone.
And it's not just for me, it's not just talking about real estate, because my mindset was I never wanted to come in it sounding like a salesperson. Like I said before, trust is a big thing and gaining people's trust. So whenever I had this mindset of how I was going to just make my business build, it was, I post every day. It's either going to be something personal about my kids, my life, what I'm doing, and then not just talking about real estate, but more the educational side of it. Because, and I've heard it before, even before I got into it, posting that you're the top agent or posting this or posting that, like nobody really wants to hear that. You know what I mean? Or
Fair.
that's what I've always heard. And so I just thought, and that's what stood out with Leslie Melton to me is whenever I was trying to figure out where I wanted to go, she was one of the only ones that didn't post stuff like that. And I was like, that's what I want to work for.
So to add to what you're saying, any realtors that are listening right now, whether you're an agent or you're a broker, please, for the love of God, stop using your photos from 1980. And
Oh yeah.
I can't stand. And then you meet the actual person, you're like, you don't look anything like all the.
Yes.
I would
I
update the-
hate that.
Yeah.
And I was responsible for it because I doctored a lot of these photos, so
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's crazy now too, because I also see real estate agents and moguls in general, both on all levels. And I don't have TikTok personally, but for me, it's Instagram Reels.
Yeah.
But they're the same sandwich, different bologna.
Exactly.
But I see real estate agents using the shit out of both Reels and TikTok.
Oh
now.
yeah,
Like,
it's become a vibe. There's another agent that's not with our team, but with EXP in the area,
right.
and she's become like the guru of TikTok, and she's absolutely genius with
EXP or ESP?
it. EX.
I mean,
Oh.
that is a good way to get them young
I
buyers.
thought you said ESP.
No,
There are young buyers out there.
Yeah, and so she's been able to figure out how to utilize that TikTok, and she is phenomenal with it. Me personally, I haven't been able to figure it out. But my daughter also took over my TikTok, so she's kind of like, taking over everything.
Let me ask you to elaborate even further. What kind of marketing does the company do versus what you do? Because I know a lot of because I dealt with Keller Williams, I dealt with so whenever I left the company that I was working for,
Mhm.
Literally all of the companies in South Lake were trying to get me and hire me.
Yeah.
And Keller Williams was one of the big ones.
Oh, you're special, Devin G.
Well, no, hold
You're
on.
special.
I had a non-compete.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was to the point where
Gotta hide that tooth.
lawyers got involved, and they basically
No way.
so Keller Williams couldn't even touch me. That's part of the main reason why I got out of real estate altogether.
Gotcha.
Because that left such a bitter taste
in
in
your
my
mouth.
mouth.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck real estate, fuck this. I don't like being told what I can and can't do,
Exactly.
by anybody.
Exactly.
especially a contract for my livelihood.
Yeah, where I'm going to have money to support my life.
Right, exactly. So
Exactly.
that was the turning point for me. I just got out of the real estate industry. So I was
Yeah.
just like, you know what? I don't like the fact that my license would be tied to somebody,
Yeah.
which means I'm in their shoes.
Yeah,
Basically.
you're under their thumb.
Their thumb,
basically.
right? Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, I learned at a young age.
He
like,
doesn't want another bad taste in his mouth.
No, he's been there, done that. Don't want to do
been
it
there,
again.
done that. Got the T-shirt. No,
Yeah.
thank you.
Let's take another drink on that one, just
Right.
to get that taste out of your mouth.
let's just go ahead and get some rubbing alcohol.
But yeah,
Yeah.
because of the non-compete, Keller Williams was basically like, look, we can't touch you.
Yeah.
We'd love to be able to hire you and figure out, so I've always had my own company too.
Yeah.
So we were even thinking about well, what if Keller Williams doesn't hire me? They hire my company. But because it's a DBA,
Oh,
Yeah, I'm like,
gotcha.
fuck. We
Shit
tried
balls.
every little gray area
Yeah.
to try to
Loopholes
weave.
and
Yeah.
everything couldn't do it.
And I
Yeah.
was just like, fuck,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. So that's one of the things that kind of really just sucks about the industry.
Yeah.
But
oh,
yeah, so as
absolutely.
far as the marketing aspect, because that was the main reason why they wanted to hire me, because Keller Williams has their own marketing tools and platforms and stuff like that, but it can only do so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they were actually looking at me to take it to the next level
Gotcha.
and bring in the views and the click throughs and the KPIs and all that other crap.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. All the
Right.
analytics.
Right.
All the things.
All the things.
So yeah, I was just curious, like, because I know certain places, like, they have a certain amount per month that you got to pay for your office,
advertising. Well,
your marketing and the collateral and all that stuff. I didn't
Yeah.
know like how that worked, but I've also had realtors contact me directly to do all their marketing type stuff too, build websites and
gotcha.
stuff like
Yeah,
that as well.
yeah.
So that's what I'm just curious what they offer versus what you do on your own. Kind of like teacher.
Yeah.
You got to buy your own shit.
buy your own shit, and then
Yeah.
they might give you some tools, and then
Yeah,
figure
yeah.
out the rest. You know, within the brokerage, yes, they do provide like the website, things like that, and
Mhm.
then within my team or within Leslie's team, she's the one who handles like all the, she's the marketing guru of it, and she has a business plan of how she wants her business to look like, and she's business minded. Like that's all her past has been, was advertising, marketing. And she's very genius with it. Absolutely genius.
Where
with it.
was Leslie? What market is she in? Where is she? Was she always in the area that she's in now, or is she
Yeah.
somewhere else?
Well, no, she's in the same area. We, just in Corsicana area, but same as us, VFW and
Oh, okay.
everything. So, but she's the one who handles all of that. She knows how she wants her team
Because
constructed.
I'm curious if
rent, and everything.
she knows my boss. Because I love to hear a lot of realtors that have been in it for a while.
Your ex-boss.
My ex boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people know her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm not gonna say it on the air, but
She
No.
might. She might know.
No,
She
just
might
don't
know.
go down
Yeah.
there.
Roxanne.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't
Dun,
do it.
dun, dun.
No,
Don't
stop
do
it. You shouldn't even-
Don't do it.
Shame on you.
What? I was singing a song, all right? Shh.
That is a good song.
It was karaoke.
Turn
night.
on the red light. Yeah.
Shit.
No, but Leslie, like I said, she has a way. She has a business plan of how she wants the team to look, and she's the one who provides us with the tools. And then
Mhm.
from there, like the social media and stuff like that, I just do that on my own. And so, I'll do research and just kind of different ways, and everybody has their own niche on
Yeah.
how they want to do things. And so a lot of that was me finding my niche. How am I going to put myself out there where I don't sound like a salesperson, that I do, that
Yep.
I'm a human,
Yep.
and then just kind of integrate that all together. And so, and the key thing is consistency.
Yes.
I'd agree
Consistency
on that.
So
is really
consistency,
big.
are you talking about like frequency of post or consistency as far as your message, or what do you mean in consistency? 'Cause
All
can
of
be-
that.
I
All
concur.
the above.
Inventory, et cetera, et cetera.
I
Yeah.
concur.
I concur. Everything, the consistency of making sure you stick to a schedule, because the
Yeah.
viewers that are going to look at you, they're going to know, oh, every Tuesday Leslie's going to probably post something like 10 a.m. about something, and
Right.
I mean, sometimes life happens, and then I
Actually
get
kinda
out
smart.
of get out of time with it. But
Get your
I
clients used to a trend.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: are you posting directly onto the platform, or do you use a third-party service to help push out to and schedule?
no, I do it all on my own on
Uh,
that part of it.
so
yeah.
I have some tricks in my sleeve
Ooh,
where
I want to see
I-
the trick.
automate and schedule. So like all the stuff that happened with your posts and stuff and all that.
Yeah.
I did that on Saturday.
And that's genius, and I've been told that before, and just
Yeah,
never
and it's
sit there
so nice
yeah.
because I got in here to the studio today and I'm like, one less fucking thing I have to worry
Yeah,
about
just knock
sending
it all
out all
out.
the posts.
Yeah, just
That's
knock
why
it
I was
out.
like, I'm like on Saturday we talked. or
Right,
whatever.
right, right.
Automation, baby.
I literally
Automation.
grabbed
Yeah,
my laptop,
I
was
wasn't-
sitting on a couch, and I'm like, all
I
right,
I wasn't.
I just knock it all out. Knock
Yeah.
it all
No,
out.
I mean when I found out that she was coming in for sure on Friday,
Yeah.
I was gonna put something out, but I started feeling not good. So I said, well, I think Devin might get on that. And then I see something the next day. I was like, good,
You
Gavin?
got your back. Gavin.
I almost said
Ross.
Gavin Newsom.
Gavin Ross
I almost
over here.
Gavin Newsom. Really, you ruined him?
No, I don't
and
want
to-
unfortunately,
No.
like the last 3 guests have canceled on this last minute.
I know, so I'm like
Well,
literally going, are
She was
sure?
one of them. She
Yeah, I
Leslie
did.
was one of them, but there was a reason, and I understand why there was a reason.
There was a
and I
pretty
told-
bad reason.
Yeah.
So,
And I told y'all what the reason was
yeah.
and everything. And
Oh
so,
yeah, no, there was other ones that just like
Yeah.
I'm
No
not.
show.
I'm not feeling good.
No.
Oh yeah, that was Jay.
2
Well,
hours.
and I really,
Jay has gotten back.
I
to
was
me.
I wasn't putting anybody's name out there.
Well, I'll put
Jesus
Jay.
Christ,
you know
man.
what?
He's like,
Throw
here
him
comes
under
the
the
bus.
Throw it out there.
Beep,
Get that.
beep,
Hold on,
beep.
hold
Fucking
on,
throw him under it.
hold on. I can say Jay. I can say that because I worked with him for over freaking 20 years and he knows me. So
Is that Jay Laster?
yeah, Jay Laster.
Okay.
Yeah,
Man,
and
I
we're
was
gonna
so-
have
Just
him.
got called out.
Yeah, he's
I was so bummed because like we had all these
he doesn't
technical
like to be
issues.
called out, so whatever.
Oh shit.
So
Dun, dun,
I'll
dun.
deal with that.
Well, so Andy and I, we were talking about this. We're like, dude, like, what's up with the last couple guests? And I knew because of the holidays and shit.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is why it's like
definitely.
always been difficult for me to like plan a birthday party. My birthday's December 20th.
Oh, well,
yeah.
there you go.
So
There you
it's
go.
like
Yeah.
I know from personal experience, like
Yeah.
trying to schedule shit around that the
Holidays,
holidays is like
not
It's
gonna
really
happen.
hard.
is
It's
difficult.
Yeah.
not going to happen.
And so I told him, I was like, hey, next year if the podcast falls anywhere near New Year's or any Christmas, like we're fucking just off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we're just
Right.
have a great holiday.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see you
We'll
next
catch
year.
it next year,
Next year.
So with like real estate and whatnot, as far as crap, I had it all fucking planned out, and then we
That's because
Take
you're
another
dumb.
we squirreled.
Yeah.
Meredith.
Oh yes, now I remember. 2 years in the industry, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Would you say that you've had to experience a difficult or client or clients within those 2 years that you would consider? I'm not asking for names.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We're not going down the Patrick route here.
All out.
Throw him under the bus.
But
Yeah.
But have you had to deal with difficult clients or client? And if you have one specific, you can, or a situation, you can tell us. But also, maybe how you overcame that difficult client.
Yeah, there's been a couple.
Connie?
And
No,
yeah,
I'm just kidding.
you know, like I said, every real estate transaction is not the same. And so yeah, there have been a couple. And so, you know, it's it's stressful because the weight of it does essentially end up falling on you. And no matter what, it's always like the agent's the bad guy if something falls through or
Mhm,
something happens.
mhm.
And so you know, whenever those situations happen, all you have to do is just be consistent,
Yep.
be firm with things, come up with a solution, you know, and just the communication is definitely the key. And then two, from the very, very beginning, I always emphasize like integrating the teaching side of me is like educating people. Like, this is what it's going to look like. This is what it can look like. This is what I expect from you as my client, you know, because it's not just expectations for me.
Level
It's
setting. That's
it's-
I
yeah.
mean,
it's level setting and everything. And so I've had several situations where it was a difficult one, but then on the flip side of it, having a great boss like I do, she's been, if it ever got to a point where it was like, okay, I've said there's only so much I could say and do, and it wasn't getting any better, my boss would step on in and she would have my back and just help put an end to it.
very
you know,
cool.
And
Very
you know,
cool.
I always live on the mindset too, the one who talks less wins, you know, wins the deal.
Okay.
So, rule number one in negotiating: whoever talks money first loses.
Absolutely.
Always.
Yeah. You know,
And I will skirt like a motherfucker
Well,
around.
around that, you know. Well, and then both of my parents were actually police officers. My dad was
Oh, wow.
my dad was a homicide detective for Dallas for years and years, and so
Was he on the first 48?
I don't know. He probably was. He's been on a couple.
I see. Yeah, they've Dallas been on there several times.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he was.
And if it's back in the day,
Yeah.
very well could have been on there.
So do you know Robert
Robert.
Johnson?
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's the chief of police in Corsicana.
Yeah.
Yeah, Connie. Do you know Connie?
Well, I'm sorry,
Yes.
where?
Corsicana.
Yeah,
Thank
Corsicana.
Where?
I appreciate that.
Got you.
Shut
Got
up! I call it Corsicana.
you. Corsicana.
Yeah, I call it Corsicana like everybody else does in
Even
Corsicana.
Texans don't call it
the can.
Corsicana.
No, Corsicana.
You can't.
Corsicana.
You can't.
Corsicana people calls it Corsicana.
Corsicana.
Yeah, Corsicana.
You canter. Okay.
You can't. You can't.
For some reason, that place will not grow.
Yeah, they try.
I know.
They try.
That's a perfect
but-
place for you.
Hey, shut up,
That explains so much.
Dun, dun,
Shut up,
dun.
asshole. Shut
So
up,
when are you gonna
Andy.
move into a gnome?
I know exactly.
Do you live in a hill?
Hey, you know what?
Your name Underhill.
Don't take my name off your special thanks, please.
Hey, Leslie, I will tell you exactly
Oh,
why
shit.
after
My
the
bad.
podcast.
Gotcha.
I'll tell you exactly why. I've already told Devin.
He likes to vague book on air for some reason.
No,
He's the audience.
I'm not calling.
That
I'm not
intent.
calling out. No, I'm not calling out nobody or no one.
Oh,
or
it's like
I ain't
Jay?
doing it.
Jay Laster.
There's
Jay
No
Laster.
showed on the show.
Yeah,
there's a reason why I
trying
call,
to cover up his.
No,
give
there's
him
a
his
reason why I
anonymity.
call it. I mean, I can call out Jay because I mean,
Okay.
like I said, we go back 20, 25 years.
Yeah.
So I can. I mean, I feel like that I can call out Jay, and Jay will probably send me a message, which looks like
Probably
he
sent you
probably
several.
has.
He sent you
Anyway.
several.
Yeah.
You're an F. Grow up. I
So-
can't.
Yeah. So he knows I can't grow up. So whatever.
So I have to ask. So since you've got your kind of like real estate clique over at Leslie and Leslie. But since you got your little clique and your group and your brokerage, right? How do you handle competition within the market? Are you just because you're a step above in your customer service, or do you do a drive-by while throwing up L's and shit? Like at the how do you handle your competition when they're on your turf? No, I'm just kidding. But
I mean, I learned, one of my other mindsets is just the only person I'm in competition with is myself. Absolutely. I'm not worrying about what, per se, I'm not worrying about what everybody else is doing.
motivational quote.
Yep. I'm not worrying about anybody but myself. I'm not worrying about being like what my stats are, if I'm top agent of the county or whatever, it is. It's,
That's good.
yeah. And so I just focus on me, what I need to do. And you learn something literally within every single deal that you're doing. And then when those situations occur, it's like, okay, now I've learned from this experience. So if I ever do face that again, I have a better mindset now of how I'm going to handle it in the future. So
Hold on. Sorry.
What are you doing?
Hold on. There's an issue going on.
do I really sound
Hit
like
the
that?
X. Hit the X.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like my voice. Don't.
I sound like I'm inhaling
For some-
helium.
And I sound like I have my sinuses stuffed up all the time.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm sure I
I
get
just
it.
had sinus.
No,
surgery
you just
a couple
sound like
weeks ago.
shit, Andy.
Oh,
That's better than looking like shit. But hey,
Yeah.
whatever.
Hey, I don't look like shit.
But
Why can't I take this down? What the hell's going on?
taking what down?
Hold on. We got some issues going on here.
Is there a comment that shouldn't be up there?
No. Why is this not allowing?
Take what off?
So somehow it's posting on the company I work for's page.
Really?
I'm using a completely separate platform. I have no idea how this is possible. So I'm trying to figure it out.
Close out the page.
Hold on.
There you go.
yeah.
Well, no,
Close it
I muted it, and I got to figure out what's going on, like how that's even possible.
Well, so would you say that your company has maybe not over everybody, but has some sort of competitive edge? Not to
Yeah.
give away your secret sauce.
Yeah,
But-
I think they do because, EXP is somewhat of a newer brokerage and
Mhm.
stuff. And so, especially in the Navarro County region, it was really not heard of, I think, until maybe Leslie started the team and joined their brokerage. And so, with that, then more people started recruiting and everything. And then now you're just, I think, from my understanding, it is the fastest growing brokerage now that's coming into the field.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I like that. I
Yeah.
like that.
And the one thing that really attracted me to them is, most of all, it was Leslie, but EXP, they're not a brick and mortar. I have the ability to be able to work from home,
Yeah.
and more flexibility. And then-
Work-life balance, baby.
yeah, and then in return with that, I don't have all the fees that come with it.
That's
like if I
true,
went
yeah.
to a bigger brokerage. So
Right.
yeah, so that
Saves
was it.
gas. You're there for your kids. Like,
Yeah.
working with that.
See, now I enjoy going to the kids' school and being like the fun mom that brings cookies, and, all of that. So because I get to work from home unless I'm out with
Right.
friends.
There are occasionally days where I have to go to the office because I need to get out
Away.
of the four walls.
Yeah. Like
Like-
we have an office in downtown Corsicana, so whenever I just want to get a change of scenery, we will go down there.
Yep.
And so there's 3 of us on our team, so it's me, Leslie, and then Jeff, and so we'll utilize that and then try to have our group meetings and stuff just to collaborate with one another.
Very cool. Very cool.
Mhm.
We shot down in Corsicana, a short film.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Go ahead.
do we want to continue on the real estate path? We got 15 minutes left.
Hold on, I'm still trying to figure out how to take this. Why won't it let me take this thing down? Like Oh,
Frustrating over here.
All right.
this is very frustration unlimited right now.
Yes. Do we? The theme of the show.
All right, so
do
I'm
we
gonna
want
ask,
to?
hold on, I'm gonna ask her a question.
Okay.
Do you know the diner across the street?
Yeah. Yep.
That's a nice little diner.
It is.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it is.
Yep.
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 How old is it?
Very old.
Very,
So you
very
helped
old.
build it.
So,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So if I remember correctly, Corsicana is also the home of Wolf Brand Chili.
It is. It is.
Not that
Yes,
I
it is.
Yeah.
And
It
don't
is.
argue.
I'm not,
Don't
no,
argue
I'm not
with
arguing
us.
it. I'm arguing like I'm not really a big canned chili guy.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, but
Gotta
it's,
make
fun.
it help me.
It's Wolf Brand. And
Yeah.
then the across the street
Dude, I don't.
wow
I don't know.
diner.
Crazy.
It used to be called B Hashups back in my
How
day.
can you not take your own freaking juice down? Like, I don't.
Yeah, it was called B Hashups back in the day, back in
Really?
the 70s.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know.
Who runs your
That's
local
where
area?
that's where my father and my grandfather and my grandmother took me and my sister to
Oh,
like
wow.
have a real root beer float.
Yeah.
And it's a nice little diner.
It is.
My parents met at the Palace Theater on a blonde date.
Okay, well, so just kind of going into that in my own personal life. So, I've been in dancing since I was a little girl. Did
Right.
my team and all of high
Uh-huh.
school. And so at the Palace Theater they have the plays and stuff. So I've been in several.
They
of
used to
those.
have more than that, let
Oh,
me
yeah.
tell you.
Yeah, there's concerts and stuff that'll go on
No,
there.
that's
but-
not what I'm talking about.
Oh, you're talking about something else.
I'm talking about something else. It was the late 70s and early 80s.
I gotcha. Not Studio 54, but close enough.
Close.
Close, but of course, a canner version.
Well, no, not really. Of course, a Canner version. It used to have what the Ennis Drive-In Theater used to have back in the early and mid 80s.
Really?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
Because I mean, that's where my mom, took us like to go see the original, Cinderella and
Yeah.
all that crap. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And before we knew it, it was a all adult theater.
Gotcha.
So, and then finally, Corsicana took it. The city of Corsicana took it, and they redid it and everything. And I walked in there with what's her name, Sarah. I can't remember her last name, but Sarah from the city with Connie.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, holy shit, this brings back memories.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And so, because you got the balcony upstairs and you got the slanted seats and
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean that's where my parents met on a blind date, was at the Palace Theater.
That's neat.
Yeah.
That's a neat story. Yeah.
Yeah, they met. They had the blonde date on January 31st of '63,
And they've been together ever since.
and they got married in February of '64.
Wow.
And yeah, so yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
and I've been in several of the theater productions that have produced over there.
Right,
And so,
right.
and then when my daughter turned 4 or 5, then I started getting her into it, and so she's into this actress, realm right now. So she's been like an
Right.
extra on Yellowstone and
Yeah,
things like that, and going to be in a short film here pretty soon.
that's cool.
Yep.
And I'll talk to you about the short film or whatever and who's doing it after the
Yes.
show.
Yeah.
I don't want to name drop,
Gotcha.
except for Jay.
Jay.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Poor Jay. Sorry, Jay.
yeah.
He's like, you didn't show.
Yeah.
Jay didn't show. Like,
No. I knew why. I mean,
There
I
was a- it was
understood.
pretty bad.
We can't hear you because your mic is off, stupid.
If he drives a bus, please don't stand behind it.
I won't.
No. I mean, there's. I mean, I know the reason behind Jay, and I know the reason behind Leslie, so it's not a big deal.
And-
Devin, we
and-
haven't
and-
said anything too crazy.
And
We
it, all that matters.
I
is
know,
that
but
I
like you
showed
don't
up.
understand. Like I'm literally like having a coronary when the CEO and vice president both and the business developer are all messaging me, and I'm like going,
Oh,
and I'm like, I'm sitting here trying to like shut it down.
who's in charge of the page?
I am,
Log in to that page and just hit delete.
dude.
Or
That's what I was trying to do, and it was literally like,
Do it.
nope, sorry about your luck. I'm
Sorry.
like, how do you not be able to delete your
Wrong
own?
page.
do
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
access to it?
They do, but
Okay,
I mean,
well,
the thing is,
Right.
it's so convoluted. So Facebook sends you to Meta business, and then business sends you back to Facebook. And I'm like, why do you
Why?
overcomplicate these things?
Yeah.
You have one
Yeah.
platform, just do everything there.
One job.
Fair
Don't
enough.
Send me
Come on.
somewhere else,
Yeah.
and then send
Right.
me right
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, oh my god. So yeah, that's why it took like a good 5 minutes to figure out what the hell's going on.
so
Well, that's all right. We got it fixed, or you got it fixed.
Yes, I did.
we're running a little low on time. Do we want to switch to the conspiracy alien stuff?
Yeah,
Do we want to go
let's
ahead
get into
and
it.
jump
Do
into
it.
that?
Let's
Okay,
jump
okay.
into
Oh my
that.
God.
I love conspiracy.
God
Me
has
too.
nothing to do with this. You shut your mouth, sir.
Shut your face.
I mean, maybe
Now that I know my
She
work
actually
style,
told me to shut my face.
maybe God does have something.
She
to do with it.
actually
maybe
told me to
Earth
shut
is like
my
a
face.
side. Maybe Earth
Wow.
is like a side project
It
for
was
God or
said
something.
with love.
Oh, yeah.
It was all out of love.
Like I was saying, like maybe Earth is a side project for God, so maybe it has to do with God.
Right. So Tim said that I guess across the street diner has the best roast beef sandwich.
Ooh, I don't know. I've actually not had that, but I've heard it was good.
Oh, you
Yeah.
mean better than Arby's?
Oh, yeah.
Oh
It's a joke. I like Arby's, but they're not the best roast beef sandwich.
No,
no,
uh-uh.
no.
If I stood behind,
You
that,
know
I
what?
probably
You
should.
need to go down to Corsicana.
Of course, Canner.
Yeah, excuse me.
You don't need to
Corsicana.
go down anywhere. You're gonna get a lot
Yeah,
shorter.
Corsicana.
Hey, you know what? One of the best Mexican restaurant down there, Mexican Inn.
Yep, old Mexican Inn. You get the
Me,
orange
yeah,
dip.
me and Devin ate at Mexican.
Oh yeah, it's really
Yeah.
good. And that's another thing that like we do within our team is we do a lot of business spotlights. You know?
Right.
And so
That's
it's
a
not
good
just,
thing.
It's
Yep.
not just, it's balancing out not just the real estate world, but what's in our community because that's where people are wanting to
Here's
come.
your attractions.
Yeah, this is what you have available here if you do decide to move into this
Do
community.
you like good home cooked meals?
Oh,
This
yes.
is your restaurant. You know?
Yes. Absolutely.
So, judging by some of the questions that have been generated here, you are into conspiracy theories.
I am.
So,
We're
I
gonna
kinda wanna go-
We're gonna
I
have to
kinda
bring
wanna-
her back sometime.
Let's hear it.
Her and Remy.
instead of really aliens, I saw another one that got pulled up here, and I like to go this direction, especially with the recent Cat Williams interview. If anybody's seen,
Oh man, he threw a
That shit's
bunch of people
crazy.
under the bus.
Have you watched that yet?
No, but I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's
I've
wild.
heard it's
Okay,
crazy.
2024 ain't starting off any different than 2023. It's getting
No,
wild
it's
already.
getting
So,
wild up in here.
with that being said, and if you watch the interview, you understand why I'm going with this. So, do you, when it comes to conspiracy theories, do you prescribe to them sometimes? Yes. Subscribe to them, I guess.
Sometimes, yeah.
Do you like getting into them?
It just depends, I think, on what the topic is.
Illuminati.
I don't know much about. Oh, I don't know what. Hold on, refresh me. What is? I've heard of it.
There's this Illuminati it's a conspiracy, and they're ancient, and it's an ancient order, and it controls all the things in the background of government, etc. This and that. It controls majority of Hollywood. Like, you go to these Illuminati meetings, and it's like, some areas, some situations are like it's you or the other person, and if you don't do what they're requiring, they're gonna go ahead and go with this person that agrees with them, and they're gonna make them automatically rich. Like, we're gonna pay you $200 million for 20 movies or something like that.
Wow.
But you have to cut your hair, you have to do A, B,
You
and
have to
C,
do
and
everything.
you have to
Conform to what they're wanting you to do.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, without really knowing about them, it's hard for me to ask that question. Then, I thought maybe you might dabble into that, but it's completely okay if you don't, because I think some of it's like there's some truth to it, and then every once in a while I'm like, that's some cockamamie bullshit. There's
Yeah,
some people that I really don't think would hang out with the Illuminati.
Probably, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but then there's some people that'll surprise you too. So.
Yeah, you never know.
It's okay. So what are some conspiracy theories that interest you?
Ooh,
Don't say 9/11.
no, not 9/11. The JFK stuff.
Okay, glad you brought that up, because we got a question for that.
Oh, let's hear it. JFK. Let's hear it.
Who actually shot JFK?
I think the government was behind it all 100%.
Well,
Of course they were.
we've all gone
Yeah.
there. We've gone down.
Well, of
Now,
course
So-
you know that.
specifics, yeah.
Have you watched any of the new documentaries within the last few years about the whole thing at all?
No,
No,
I
not
don't
really.
think so. If I have, I don't remember.
Yeah.
So so I was gonna say, what's your take on it? But you just kind of said, hey, the government, you know.
Yeah, there was a lot that so much with that, and then the whole family. The whole family. Then the son and the wife, and the plane crash and everything else. Yeah, like
So even though the truth kind of has been let out.
Yeah.
If it was really just really let out, all the fucking shit behind it, how do you think that would impact our view of history? Or do you think it would impact it at all at this point? Because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to lead off. I could give a fuck at this point.
yeah.
Like, it's not going to affect my day-to-day life.
No,
but
not at
what do
all.
you think?
I mean, I'm sure it could essentially affect everybody, but just kind of like what you said, it's not going to make any impact, I feel, on me. So,
It's not going to bring him back.
nope, it's not going to bring him back.
It's not going to change what happened.
I mean, I think it's all going to, it all would have happened probably just how it is right now.
Right.
So,
What I mean, the only thing we're gonna gain from it is, oh, we were right. Our government's fucking fucked up and corrupt.
Yeah.
We don't know that already
We don't
by
know
their
that.
actions every
Yeah.
single day.
exactly.
Hello, Tara Woodley. It's been a while. Tara.
Who was who?
How you doing?
How do you know Tara?
She's the one with the Ashley Patience
Oh, that's
Project.
Tara Woodley.
Yeah, it's Ashley Patience
Ashley,
Project.
the
The
one
one
we
that
were
was
talking
in
about,
here-
the lights-
Oh yes,
Yeah,
we
the
were
last-
discussing you this
Yes,
evening.
we were
brought
just
up
talking-
your
talking
episode.
about you, Tara.
That was an interesting story. Just
Yes.
hearing that, Tara.
Damn it! What'd she say? Read her comment.
She said, "Oh my
Or
God,
Devin,
there's
pin
people."
it. Devin, pin her comment.
Yeah, pin her comment. Oh my
Not
God,
logged
there's
in?
people out there who say
Illuminati.
There's
Yeah,
13
thank
bloodlines
you.
of all fallen angel babies. I can't pronounce that. Nephilim children, all that
Nephilim.
haven't you seen all. Wait, what?
What?
I say what?
Okay,
Yeah, I may not be reading that right.
she's probably laughing, going, "Y'all can't read."
No, I can't.
Well,
You
you can't
can't.
with all your glasses on. It's covering everything.
Well, yes, they're
No,
all
I can
fallen
see it.
babies because fucking Epstein had them on his goddamn
Okay,
island.
Let's talk. Yeah,
Wow.
Epstein Island. That's another conspiracy theory.
No, that's
Yeah.
no conspiracy.
She's been-
It happened.
It happened. It
Clinton
did
was
happen.
over there getting shoulder rubs from fucking children.
Oh,
So
yeah.
was Prince
Like-
Andrew.
Yeah.
Like, and you know what was
Yeah.
really shitty is like, I don't consider myself a Democrat in any form, but like as a teenager, Clinton was my favorite fucking president at that time. Like
Yeah.
he's smoking weed, getting blowjobs in the office. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
go Clinton.
Yeah.
Play the saxophone.
Get
But
it- get it
now-
with Monica.
Oh,
come
Slick
on.
Willie.
Yeah, but now,
No, if he's messing around with children even from the jump, I wouldn't trust
No.
that. But
No.
the
not
thing
at all.
is like
we need Robert Kennedy.
the proposed list, I looked at the original proposed list and there's a couple, there's 4 or 5 people on there that to me are just laughable because if they were to ever get caught, like it would just be it.
Yeah.
Like at
the end of it.
yeah, but there are some people that have definitely been named. I'm surprised like that Stephen Hawking's name came up. That
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
How the fuck is he gonna have an orgy? When the fuck has he ever gotten his dick hard in the last fucking 30 fucking years, bro? There's all this talk about how he participated in an orgy. Homie miraculously got out of a wheelchair. Like, seriously? Like, I can't, like, maybe he went to the island. I get it. But people coming out talking about he was in an orgy, he might have watched, okay?
Yeah.
He might have watched, but he ain't feeling nothing.
He may have given pointers, like
Yeah.
if that were me doing that, that's
Go
what I
that
would do.
way.
Like
Go that
his-
way.
like his-
y'all two do this.
Yeah.
And no, it would have said, you lick
Her
her.
down
Now, kiss.
there.
Yeah, like you
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean.
yeah.
Like, and tell me about aliens invading while you're doing it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this motherfucker ain't no vegetable participating in a
No.
live fucking orgy,
No,
dude.
I
Like
agree
Wow.
with that. I do
Yeah.
agree with that. I don't really feel like he was really
they're like, eat your vegetables. Where are you, Steven?
Right. So Prince Andrew is getting.
I just went there.
Yeah. Okay. Prince Andrew is getting kicked out of the not hospital. The castle.
really.
Why?
Wow.
Over
Because
this?
because of over Epstein.
Wow.
So-
He's getting kicked
So
out.
here's the crazy thing. So there's a picture that has circulated several several areas.
Okay.
Million
And
times.
it's got the queen and who is it, sitting on a bench in front of one of their cabins that they have.
Yeah.
And then there is a photo of Epstein and Maxwell. Is it Maxwell? Is that how you say her name? Last
Yeah.
name? Maxwell.
Maxwell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Maxwell
Maxwell.
sitting on the same
Maxwell
motherfucking
House.
bench with like they even go so far to point out on the logs
Yeah.
the same knots that are right above the fucking heads.
Wow.
So to say that the royal family wasn't somehow friends with Epstein is complete fucking bullshit.
Bullshit. Yeah.
And you can say what you want. Anybody that went to the island or did business dealings with Epstein, you could kiss my ass, you suck my dick. You're guilty as fuck. I don't give a shit who you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's there's no way you can go to the island unless they're that good at hiding it from people who would have told.
Yeah.
But that's just it. I don't understand how these people, especially with the way social media and the internet and the environment is these days.
Yeah.
That you have so much
Paparazzi,
media,
yeah.
so much money that you really truly think you are above getting caught. Like I get it back
Yes.
in the days because there's not eyes everywhere and there's not cameras everywhere and
Yeah.
there weren't satellites.
But now that we're in a different world. Everything is, everything about everybody. pretty
I
much.
guarantee you, if we had the ability to subpoena satellite images from
Oh.
Epstein's fucking island, I
Oh.
guarantee you there'd be some shit. They can zero
Yeah.
in on you,
Exactly.
like the look at the way your hair is styled while you're sitting on a fucking beach somewhere
yeah, they
from a
would.
fucking satellite.
They would constantly see me sitting on the front porch in my robe, talking to people. So
All right, so which ones we did? The Illuminati, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So real
Yeah.
quick,
We
just
did. Which
do you
one?
think that the Epstein list is legit?
Epstein.
I do. Maybe not everybody that's on there, but there's a lot on there that I would say absolutely that they were there.
They're still trying to say Trump's name has not come up yet. I
Yeah.
think it's going to.
I
I'm
think
a Trump fan, just because I'm not a Biden fan.
Well-
Dude, he's got such a. He got kicked out of his own damn organization when he was fucking. What was it? The
Who
Miss
was
Universe?
was he banging somebody?
No, he got.
Was he
He
touching
was
on it?
creeping
Did
out.
he grab him in the pussy?
Oh God, are you kidding me, Andy?
What are you
No,
talking about? That was all of was it 2016? No,
Okay,
20 what
it was
election
all
was that?
2020.
When did all that come out? Was that 2020? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Did he grab my
Really?
pussy?
Really?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was the line. Was that the line? I'm sorry. I'm glad we finally fucking found it.
We finally found it. It was
Jesus.
There it is.
Well, why didn't you just say just grab him with and
The
just
private.
just grab the cat?
What
Yeah.
time is it? It's
They're
9
Cheryl.
o'clock. Hopefully Remy's in bed. I'm sorry.
Oh, she should be. You better be in bed and
She's
take
got
a shower.
school tomorrow, right?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does.
So
There you
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Apologies. Like,
Yeah, it is past 9 o'clock.
yeah, yeah. It is.
Woo.
but I mean, I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if his name comes up on there. As soon as it does, I'm gonna be done being a supporter of him too. so.
Whenever the elections get closer, I guarantee you there's going to be something about his
Yep.
name being
Of
brought
course.
up.
This
Sure.
next year is gonna be absolutely nuts, y'all.
Yeah. it's
I'm
gonna be a
just
game
saying,
changer.
like,
You have no idea. We might not even be here.
They're gonna launch a mental competency test on fucking Biden. They're gonna
No, they're
like
gonna
they're
launch
gonna
a
release all
fucking
kinds of
nuclear
shit on
missile.
Trump. Like, it's,
all I gotta say is this says a lot about America. That out of all the millions of people, hundreds of millions of people, this is the best we can find.
Yeah.
It really tells you about the state of affairs of like the whole entire country. Like
Yeah.
a bunch of fucking morons.
it speaks.
I hate to say it. There's
speaks
a
the
bunch
collective
of idiots.
of us. Like,
Yeah.
it really does.
Yes, like I'm like, if this is the best, like I literally now I know why all the billionaires are building rockets to get the fuck out of
Outta
here,
here.
because they're like the level of idiocracy, like literally the movie
Yeah.
on this planet
On this planet, yeah.
is
Real quick.
self-fulfilling. Yeah.
So apparently Remy's listening because Tim said she took a shower yesterday. LOL.
Oh, no. Take another one.
It's a daily routine. You
It's
gotta
like-
stay clean.
I
No,
mean-
she's waiting for me to get home. I
not
promise you.
BSing y'all. If you really look at doctors' recommendations when it comes to skincare, they say that you really truly shouldn't shower every single day.
That is
They
true.
do say it. If you haven't sweated or done something extremely like,
Well, she did have
Smelly.
dance competition practice tonight.
then you
So,
need a
yeah,
shower,
you
young
need a
lady. You
shower.
need a shower.
Competition practice
Shower.
for what?
Dance.
Oh, okay.
Jazz
Jazz tap, lyrical,
Hip hop.
All of
hip hop anonymous.
Does she break dance?
She
Say
will
yes.
try. Yeah, she will try.
Does she head spin?
I'll teach her how to do an
Yeah.
icy. I'll teach her how to
She will
do.
try.
Tara said it's time for a Gen X president, like a real Gen Xer. Here I am.
Patrick
Here I
for
am.
president.
You know what? You know what?
I'll be president.
Here's the problem. Here's
I'll
the
be president.
fundamental problem.
And she's
because
headed there to the shower right now.
here's the fundamental problem. The people that are smart and educated
Are the Gen Xers.
are smart enough to know.
I don't want to be in politics.
Bam! Right there.
You
Thank
nailed
you.
it.
Because
You
they know
nailed
how
it.
corrupt,
Yeah.
and they know that somebody's pulling the string. And as
doing
much
that.
as you want to do good, you have too
many.
many.
You
fucking-
know that
Yeah.
you're gonna have
that's
to put a
too many
black.
cooks in the kitchen.
You're gonna have to
Period.
put a black spot on your soul.
Yeah.
To win
And-
anything when it comes to politics.
Absolutely.
And that's a Gen Xer.
Absolutely.
A Gen
Now-
Xer don't want to be a part of nothing.
Now a Gen X. No, Gen Xers are they're part of whatever not liking the current system right now. Gen
No,
Xers.
Gen Xers-
No,
Yeah.
Gen Xers
Well,
are not
and then-
happy at the moment.
And then how it affects me is like raising children in this world that we're in right now and trying to teach them to be decent people, right from wrong.
Mhm.
And then you have the power of the social media and everything that they're
It sucks.
They're
Let's
just
dive
like
into
you,
that.
you
What
know?
do you see as far as their behavior? Because when you were third, fourth grade teacher, was social
Yeah, it was only
media-
2 years ago. So
Well,
yeah,
3 years ago was how.
Yeah,
still
well over
social
that.
media was
Yeah.
still pretty present,
It
especially in the middle of COVID.
Yeah.
Why do you have to interrupt Devin? Shut up and let him talk.
So what do you think about social media? Like what?
Thank you. Come on, Devin, just
He's
finish.
killing him. He's killing him over here.
Like as far as like to me, I see the degradation of just intelligence in general.
Right here is a good.
Right there.
7 layers of glasses and missing
You know
teeth.
what? You know what?
It was
Sorry,
that
he's
fight
the
we
older
got
generation.
into.
My bad.
I'm the older generation.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You're supposed to
Tara's
be older
there.
and wiser. What the fuck?
Hold on.
happened here?
Tara's
We're
there
on
with
here.
me. So what the hell?
Yeah, the power of
Gen
social
X.
media has changed everything. You
Yeah.
know, there's been a lot of good that's come with it, you know, but then the things that are out there, especially on certain things that they're watching, it's a lot of one-sided opinions and theories and things that are going out there. So kids don't, I don't know, it's just like almost like a lot of common sense is lacking on certain areas, if that makes sense, you know, and then trying to teach them to be self thinkers and not just listening to what they're watching.
Right.
It's been a big thing.
All the Fox News people.
Yes. And so,
Patrick conveniently left.
yeah. How ironic.
How
was that?
ironic.
He had to go fix his tooth. That was
No,
bothering
and I
him.
think that's the biggest problem too. Is like people put out whatever they want, whatever
Yeah.
they feel, and
Yeah.
then here's the biggest problem with the algorithms is that they look and seek for engagement. So
Yeah.
like if you engage and interact with something that
With a
is
like or a comment.
yeah, which is slanted a certain direction, then you're going to be fed, and then all you're
of
going to
that.
believe is that
Yes.
direction.
Well, and then the bots that go out there and then continuously add that, so that's all you're being exposed to.
Yeah.
And so,
And it goes back to what Andy was posted about. Like, he goes, Devin, you're fucked. Your house is watching every single thing you do. And I'm
Everything.
like, bro, I was in telecom. I'm not worried
I'm
because
not worried about it.
the
Yeah.
shit that I know is this house does not concern me
No,
because
no.
they've been watching and having access to everything for a long time.
long time.
There's a
long
photo that I
time.
had, I think it was about 10 years ago, and it was literally all the big executives. Bill Gates at the time when he was running,
Yeah, yeah.
Larry Ellison from Oracle. Like, you're talking all the major heads of every data-centric company, whether it be Google, whether it be Apple.
Yeah.
All of them were sitting at the table with the government.
Mhm.
And I'm like, and you mean to tell me they're talking about pizza?
No.
No, motherfucker.
No, not
Yes.
happening.
I love pizza.
Yeah.
Coal
I
fire.
love pizza. Let's
Coal
all
fire.
order pizza.
Coal fire pizza.
Yeah.
No flop.
No. No.
No, and that's the problem is like you see that and you know like they're plotting and figuring out ways to access data so
Yep.
that they can use it for whatever benefit that they need. And it's just like
Yeah.
you open up Pandora's box. Like they just found out, I just saw a report today that China now has figured out how to hack the what is it called on the Apple fuck, what is it? The share
Like share my location? Or...
No, not the hold on. AirDrop.
Oh, yes.
So
yes, they figured that out. Yeah.
So they can hack into your phone basically by reverse engineering the AirDrop and how that works, and now they can. And I'm just like going, it's always something.
Yeah,
like
always something.
You do one, and then now what worries me the most is with AI is the fact that like they can take it to the next level.
1000%.
They can fake your voice, your likeness,
Everything.
your face,
Everything.
every facial voice recognition.
It's in the terms and conditions. Read before you sign.
Exactly. Yeah.
Read before you hit that agree.
Yeah.
So you know what's funny about that? So like I'm literally today. So I had somebody come to the door and they rang the doorbell 3 times and like literally.
Was it a Jehovah's Witness?
No, it was. They had a name badge.
Prepared for his return.
On his bicycle.
And I'm like, dude, there's no cars in the driveway. And I was in a meeting, so I couldn't really say anything to like. So I'm just sitting there watching. And I'm like, you know what to do?
JWs walk. They don't have a bike.
This guy. Oh, no. This is
Yeah.
bad. This gets real bad. And this is where we're at in society right now. I go, this guy just stood on my porch on my private property. Therefore, his likeness and his rights went out the window. I can take that video and now I can fucking create him and use his likeness and do whatever the fuck malicious shit I want to with that.
Yeah.
Next time, think about that, solicitors.
But you don't even do in that case. You don't even have to use AI at that point. You could literally take your doorbell cam,
right, and then put it on Nextdoor app.
Do it all the fucking time.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was just weird. He like literally stood there for like 5 minutes, and I'm like going,
Why are you here?
and it was like it was.
What are you here for?
I almost felt like he was like casing out the place. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I'm
you
like,
never
and the
know.
fact that
You got to put curtains in those windows,
You
homie.
never know.
You do.
You never know.
Those windows in the front of your house, bro.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
the Christmas tree is down, I can see you guys from my house in the fucking kitchen.
That's
hanging out.
right. We're
That-
exhibitionists.
Yeah.
I didn't say
Let's
that.
put
I
on a
didn't
good
say
show.
like that. Oh, I saw you on the pool table. No, but like for real, dude, you got a straight shot, and they can't see your living room, which is a plus, but because of the equipment in there. But I can see your monitors. I can see all kinds of shit from that window.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your whole downstairs office is completely visible through those windows.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not
maybe,
good at
maybe
all,
a
man.
blackout curtain or something. Window
I mean,
blind.
even since
No, he'll go to
Blind.
sleep if there's a
even
blackout
something as
curtain.
simple as blinds. But
Blinds.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I ripped all my blinds out of my house. I fucking hate.
I can drive by. I can.
I hate blinds.
I drive by your house and literally I can see their 5,000-6,000 monitors set up. On the house.
That is hilarious.
But there's only like 4, but still they're
Yeah.
big monitors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, there's 4 on the post and there's 1 down here and then there's a laptop.
That's
So
so funny.
and then there's like 8 more up here. But yes, I can actually physically see the ones that are on the post when I drive by.
Wow.
Not to mention all the shit you have from fucking LOA down there.
And now everybody knows because they're hearing it.
Yeah,
right
thanks,
now.
Andy. Fuckface.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank God I got security.
The wide open
The
window
curtain.
like didn't.
Yeah.
He's got cameras everywhere too, folks. Just so you know.
We'll let you know his address by the end of the show. Just in
He's
case
got
y'all wanna
cameras
know.
everywhere, but they
And
just happen to not be working when somebody hit my fucking car on this goddamn street.
Oh my God.
Look
I
who's
wasn't-
talking.
when I
Who's
wasn't
got
home.
a ring doorbell that doesn't work.
Bless your heart. We
Yeah,
need
your
to
own
do one.
fucking ring doorbell would have caught that.
Yeah,
Genius.
could have,
Could've.
should have.
Right,
Damn.
right.
Damn.
So what does it
Well,
do? Did your
Yes,
ring
my
doorbell
ring
just turn
doorbell
into
would
a
have caught him,
doorbell?
but I could have got the license plate from him.
You know what's funny is, so I have some Ring solar cameras.
Yeah.
And so I have a flagpole that's out front. It goes like 25 feet, I think, up.
Uh-huh.
And I was thinking about putting one of the cameras at the top. And then I'm like,
See,
fucking
everybody-
bird's eye view of what's
Just
going on in this
everybody-
bitch.
Yeah, we know what's going on. We know what y'all.
I'm
are
watching this
doing.
whole motherfucking neighborhood. I'm gonna see you creep up before you even know that you creeped up.
We
Not
know
sure
these
how I feel about
teenagers are sneaking in and out of that house. down
Don't
the
y'all be
road.
walking outside naked.
Yeah, we know
Yeah.
exactly what you're doing down the street.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a nice thing having this high elevation. So when you get on my roof, you can see for like miles.
Oh, that's
It's
awesome.
Beautiful. And you
I
can see
bet.
the entire Lake Louisville.
Really?
And I'm like, why the hell don't I build something on top of this roof?
Yeah, exactly. A little patio setup.
Hell
there or
yeah.
something. See, we
You-
live down at Cedar Creek Lake, so
Oh,
it's kind of the
yes,
same thing. We
yes.
love it out
Don't
there.
give him any ideas.
Oh, no, I
He'll do
love
it.
So the first time I went to Cedar Creek, I was in like this trailer the house thing or whatever, and it was nice.
The
but,
trailer hood.
well, it wasn't like a trailer park, so it was one step above. But you know,
Yeah.
you walking into a trailer. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah,
But
absolutely.
it had like a beautiful view. And then the second time I went, I was expecting the view, like the scenario from the first time. When I walked in there, the second place I went to, I was like, oh my God, this is better than most people's house.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it
There
had,
are some
beautiful.
people that go fucking nuts with
It's
this shit.
beautiful.
it had
yeah.
a central fireplace, 360 degree.
I believe it. Yeah.
And all windows. It was 2-story. It had a double decker dock out there
Yeah.
with a boat and a kayak and 2 jet skis.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like going, damn, this is better than most people's regular fucking house.
This is the life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like this is their
That's
weekend home.
That's what attracted us because I started going out there just like as a weekend type thing.
Yeah.
But then, you know, it started getting to the point every time we were coming home to Corsicana. I was miserable.
How far is Corsicana from
28 miles.
Did you just do it too?
Oh, bro, I've been doing it for a hot minute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've
Patrick
been,
and I've been doing it for like years.
Yeah.
we've been, yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta get with it.
yeah.
Bro,
you
like
got
literally
to,
the
man.
first 50 podcasts, we'd always call it Corsicana.
Yeah,
That-
we always
Corsicana.
called it course canner.
And see, I'm from Waxahachie, so Waxahachie.
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 Well, I call it wax.
I've always
I call it-
Waxahachie too.
Hold on,
Waxahachie.
Yes.
Yeah, I call
Patrick
it wax.
needs to wax his coochie.
Yeah.
Andy, shut
Oh,
up,
sorry.
man.
I meant your face. Sorry.
Shut up.
Same sandwich.
Always call it Waxahachie.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
call it Waxahachie.
Yeah.
Call it Waxahachie. Enos.
Anus.
Anus.
Jesus
that's
Christ.
where
Damn.
Enos is Anos.
And then a little bit farther south, there's a town called Teague, but the
Yeah.
locals call it Tig.
Teg?
Teague.
Really?
And it's, you know, if you enunciate, it's Teague, but they call it Tig.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like that damn boat that's Tige.
Yeah.
I never know how to pronounce that mother.
Tajay.
Tajay. Like Tarjay.
Tarjay, yes.
Tarjay makes it sound fancy.
So I got a question right quick. Do you go out to Powell very much?
Yes.
Do you? Is
Powell's
it?
a small town in between Corsicana and Trinidad.
Yeah.
Area.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Is
That's
Bancroft still open? Or is they are they done and closed now?
I don't know. Why don't you go out there and find out?
Shut up, asshole.
I don't believe so. There are like when you know such a small town, but there is a
Of
lot
course.
of like little shopping center type things there. But
Really?
they're
In
open.
Towel? I mean Towel. In
Powell.
Powell?
Yeah, I mean I don't know which ones are open. I know there's like a nursery out there, like with all the plants and stuff, and then there's something else. But yeah,
the Cotton Gin not going?
I don't think so. No.
Oh yeah, that place
I
is
may be
haunted.
wrong, but I think
Bro, didn't you and I?
Yeah,
went
that
there.
place is haunted because
Napoli's is haunted too, is what I've always been.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Kathy,
We went there. We ate there.
we
Yeah.
went
It was
there.
good.
Kathy-
There's video footage of like dishes breaking.
Bro.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Napoli's.
Napoli. Yeah.
I was always called. Yeah, I
Napoli.
thought I was told it was called Napoli's.
Well, you're from the city. You don't
Napoli.
even fucking know. You,
Oh, you
Yeah.
call it
Well, I'm
Corsicana,
Italian,
you
so
fucking
it's
lick my balls.
Napoli.
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 So yeah, I mean the Cotton Gin. My grandfather used to work there. My 2 aunts used to work there, and then my grandfather went to Collins Street.
Oh,
You know,
really?
Yeah, he worked at Collins Street Bakery.
You know that the Queen actually has a fruitcake delivered to her every year for Christmas from Collins Street.
Oh no shit!
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
cool.
I'm weird. I read into random facts. And,
Wait, the Queen's dead.
well, she used to.
I was gonna say, are they
Okay.
delivering it to her grave? Like, how's that?
All right, so
Shredded
is
up?
the king? So is the king
Look,
getting it
homie,
now?
it's the queen, okay?
No,
He's well, which
or is he an asshole?
I don't know. He might be an asshole. I
He
don't
probably is an
know. Probably
asshole.
So is Cedar Creek? Is that your territory as far as real estate?
A lot of it is just because I,
So I don't know
live
what
in that area.
County. I don't know what that is.
Henderson County.
Is it Henderson?
Yeah, I mean, it is like with our team, with the 3 of us, you know, if somebody does usually come in from
Hey
Henderson
Tim,
County.
look, see, I got it right here.
Oh my
Lord, is
god!
he messaging me?
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought
so-
that was your phone for a minute. I'm like,
Oh.
going, whoa,
What's that
Patrick,
girly
whoa!
bling bling
You
over
went
there?
from bills to girly bling bling.
Bling bling.
No, I was just showing Tim that I still have her phone.
Oh, gotcha. No, so whenever I moved out there permanently, like usually
Mhm.
when somebody is coming to look in that area, I'll usually take care of it just because I am readily there.
yeah.
But I mean, anywhere, Navarro County, Henderson County, Freestone.
Well, let me know if
Ellis,
there's any fixer uppers or anything like that.
There's a lot down there.
Yeah, I know
lot
There
down
is a lot down
It's
there.
all about location.
Yeah,
location.
location.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I'll never forget. So before I bought this house, I was looking obviously at houses and stuff like that. And this one house, it was like 2 or 3 stories, came available in Cedar Hill.
Yeah.
And I was telling my boss, the CEO of the company, and whatever, and I was like, "Hey, I'm really interested in this, this place, blah blah blah, but I'm worried about the commute because I was working out of South Lake." And she was like, "You're better off getting a piece of land in South Lake than buying that mansion or whatever in Cedar Hill." And she's like, "It's all about location.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And like one of the things I always talk to my clients about is what's your motivation? What are you wanting to do? Because once you can target and zone that in, then we can find where you want to be, you know? And so finding that motivation, and then just the biggest thing for me too, just on my side of it, is just keeping the quote unquote, the emotions out of it. It's business. I'm here to look for your interest. Let's figure out what we need to do to get it done.
Right. I think my next house I'm going to build. Like, I'm going to design it.
Yeah.
So I already have an architect working on this house, and I'm like, the things that I want to do, I'm like, I got to have some deep ass fucking pockets.
Yeah. So may as well just build from the
I
ground
know.
up
I'm like,
and
I
do what
might
you
as well
want.
just start with a clean slate and
Yeah,
just build exactly what I want. Because I'm like,
Absolutely.
after everything's said and done, I'm going to be spending close to another house on this house.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
like, it doesn't make sense because I'm never going to get an ROI on
Well, I
that.
was going to say, when you turn around and try
Not
to sell,
even
you might not get
No.
that. Yeah.
My buddy, like, he experienced the same thing. He's got a 7-car garage with a lift,
Wow.
and he literally didn't get any of his money back
No.
on that. And I think he spent like 200 or 300,000 just on the garage alone.
Good.
Yeah, and
Wow.
I think he ended up selling the whole house and everything for like 500,000. So I'm like, he just lost his ass.
on
And I
that.
mean, if he would have kept the house and like fixed up the things that need to be fixed up, it would have been at least $1 million.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like,
But,
focus on the things that actually had to be done, not that,
But he was of that
specific
mindset. His like very mindset of like, this is the way it is. Like, this is real wood cabinets. And
Are
real
you
wood.
not
like,
going to drop his name like Patrick did?
No, I'm not.
I'll do it.
Y'all all know who I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
No.
I'll do it.
I have
And
no
the one
clue.
time I
Nope.
dropped his name, he was actually listening, and so I was
Oh,
like,
shit.
I felt
shit.
so bad. I
Yeah.
was like,
Hold on. Did you
name
really?
calling.
I did.
You
1,
did?
2, 3.
No.
What's
Yes. Because I don't.
Nope. No fucking.
He's
kidding.
cool, but I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Okay. All right.
No.
All right.
Well, y'all, it is coming up on almost the 9:30 time slot.
Oh, cool. Bancroft is still open. That place has been around
I
for
was gonna say, I thought
freaking
it was,
forever.
but I
Jesus
wasn't
fucking
100%
Christ.
sure.
that place has been around forever. That's how I learned how to drive, is driving to Bancroft for my grandparents in Rome.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they lived in Rome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shut up. You were there when they invented the wheel. I don't
Shut
want
up.
to
asshole.
The
Hey, you know
old
what?
motor
I used to own land in Rome, but no further comment on that one.
No,
I'm not
none
saying
said-
That's how old he is. He used to own land. in
No,
Rome.
no.
He
I'm
knew
not,
Caesar.
I'm not
shit.
saying. I'm not saying nothing.
Nothing else. Not a word.
I will say stuff off the air.
How
but
was
I will
Caesar?
Not say nothing.
Did you meet Cleopatra when they married?
Yeah, she was hot.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You wore a toga.
Yeah.
Yeah, a toga. Yeah, like we were talking about the other day.
Yeah.
Togas.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
she a sphinx?
Oh, he said that very deep and serious.
You know what? I really wish I wouldn't have taken it there now.
Yeah. Cleo.
Creepy fucker.
So do we want to keep going and we want to call it a night?
This is the love doctor talking about Cleo.
Devin? Devin?
What?
Do we want to
What?
keep going?
He's
Call it a
busy
night. It's
talking
almost,
on his.
It's
he's
almost
texting us.
9:30.
Hold on, I got my
shit,
boss.
almost 9:30.
My bosses are messaging me at like 9:30 at night.
Yeah,
so
they're
I'm
like,
going,
get that shit off.
yeah.
our
Well-
social media.
well, now they're
Okay.
wanting to know, did anybody see it? How many people saw it? Who saw it? What? And I'm like going,
Oh my God.
open
We
up.
didn't talk
God.
about anything inappropriate. We've got a few jokes in, but the thing is, we stayed on real
we
estate.
talked about beaver anus for a while.
And it's been brought back up now.
Just for a little bit.
Hey, it's good.
Beaveranus.
It's all for shits and giggles.
Do we want to
Yeah.
call it a night or we want to keep going?
No, we could just call it. She's got a long drive back.
Yeah, how long is the drive?
It was about an hour and a half.
Okay.
Oh,
Hour and a half,
shit.
yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
not that bad.
Thank you.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Thanks.
audience,
Yeah.
give her a round of applause.
Hour and a half.
I enjoyed
Now we're gonna
it.
have a bet, like who traveled the farthest to get here.
Yeah. It was.
You got you beat.
It was a good interview. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Brought,
Thank you. I
brought some
appreciate
great
that.
content tonight. We appreciate. I can't say thank you enough for coming out to the studio.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
thanks a lot.
Thanks
Appreciate
for
it.
having me.
Yeah.
Come back anytime you ask. I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Thank all your listeners coming in tonight that you brought us to as well.
Yeah, thank
to
you
all
for
them.
Yeah,
That
thanks.
Let
was
them know we
awesome.
extend it.
Yeah, that was awesome that they all showed up. Like
How I drive. One more thing. How I drive
Good
from
team.
here to Anna is from Corsicana to downtown Dallas.
How long is it? For you?
53 miles.
Oh, okay. I drive that.
yeah, it
twice
was
a day.
probably, I think it was like 87. I want to say
Woo.
because I'm coming in from Trinidad.
Oh
so-
yeah. So
so
you're
it's-
further.
yeah.
You're a little bit further
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
But the route that I have to go, I'm not really on the major highways that long. Once I get to 175, it's just
That's fair.
straight shot.
Yeah.
So.
You didn't go through Athens, did you?
No.
Or went through Cedar Creek?
Yeah, I went. Well, from Trinidad, I got down to 175, and then it took me in through Crandall, Kemp. That.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Athens is a little bit more east.
Right.
Yes.
All right. Cool. All right. Well, you want to close us or whatever,
Kevin.
Devin?
Yeah. Alrighty then.
So real quick before we close out,
Oh
let's
my
go ahead and do one more
God.
shameless self plug for you and your organization.
Got it. Let's go.
If you're looking for a house,
Yes.
go.
Well, if you're looking for a house or you're thinking about selling or just want to have any questions clarified, because so many people are wanting to find that motivation, but they're not really quite sure where to begin. And it doesn't matter if you're a first-time home buyer or you've bought 20 homes in your lifetime. Every situation's going to be different. So if you ever have any questions, reservations, want clarification, give us a call. We're more than happy to come help.
And give you a call where at
Yes, we need a number.
Oh, you need a number
and a title.
and a title. Well, which one? Leslie Miller with the Leslie Melton team, or the two Leslies? Or Jeff, and then just call us all together. But my number is 214-949-2873.
Write it down, peeps.
Yep.
Save it.
Website.
Website lesliemiller.lesliemelton.com.
Woo.
Put
Yeah.
that in your life.
Tongue
Right.
twister.
That's right.
Tongue twister.
Are you chopping it in? I'm not.
Tongue twister.
Can you just text me that so I can copy and paste it?
Yeah, we're
easiest
just
way to
copy
do
and
it.
paste
I
Easiest
know.
way to do it.
But yeah, no, awesome. Thank you for being on tonight. Thank you for being a guest. Thank you for making the drive out here.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I
definitely.
enjoyed it.
It was a
And thank
pleasure.
you for bringing a big audience.
Yes, absolutely. I have a big following, and they're
Got
so
us.
supportive.
You got a team behind you. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
stuff.
It's
That's
all about
good.
that.
That's good.
It's good legacy
Heck
right
yeah.
there.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we will catch you next Tuesday. Do we have a guest coming in next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday probably, but she hasn't confirmed. But I know at the end of January there's someone, and then there's someone coming in from LA. Lisa Patala. Yeah, Lisa Patala. She's a model, and she has been recently in a couple magazines. I forgot what magazines it is.
Well, she
I had
just
to-
beat me out for the farthest distance.
So I-
God.
She'll,
So,
she'll, she'll remote in.
Yeah.
She'll be she'll
No, Lisa won't. Lisa will. Lisa said that she's coming into Dallas, so she wants to.
Where's she at?
She's in LA.
That's
She's
awesome.
flying in for the
Yeah,
show.
she's flying.
That's awesome. That's
So
Okay, tell her please. I don't want to see the expense report because I'm not going to approve.
yeah, right.
Go. Anyways,
But I mean, I'll put it down in the calendar
okay.
and everything. So whatever.
All right, everyone. Well, if we don't see you before next Tuesday, like a deaf kid playing musical chairs, we're out.
and stay warm over the weekend.
Yeah,
Yes.
stay
Don't forget
warm. Stay
that.
warm.
Don't
Yep.
forget that.
Hey, and
Restless
make
Hype.
sure check your tire pressures.
Yes.
Go to
Yes.
Discount
I know
Tire.
My
They'll do it
light, my
for
light
free.
came on the way
Yeah.
over here.
I got an air
Yeah.
compressor in the garage. I'm good.
I just literally got brand new tires, so I think I should be good.
You know, ironically, before I videoed that wreck and everything, I
Yeah.
literally just got new tires the day before, and I'm like,
no
going,
way.
everybody, go get your tires checked.
Anybody with a newer year model, anyways, you're gonna know if the tire pressure has changed because your light on your dash is gonna fucking come up.
Oh,
anyway,
every
so.
time.
Yeah,
Ding,
but the-
ding, 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 ding.
Well, and depending on the car, like the Mercedes that I have, like it tells you which tire
Yep.
Yeah.
Is-
Which one it is?
Yep.
Yeah.
The Lexus is like, go figure it out.
Yeah.
This is like one light,
Yeah. You don't
4
know which one-
tires.
Right underneath it says, "Good luck."
Yeah. Yeah. You never
I'm
know.
like,
Anyways,
come on, Lexus, you did half the work.
Yeah.
I thought you were a
for this.
Toyota.
Yeah.
No,
I paid
anyway.
for this.
All right, everyone.
All right, everybody. I'll see you next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, like, subscribe, turn your notifications on so that way you can check us out.
Same
Yep.
bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah.
Word. Y'all have a great night. Stay warm.
Take care, everybody. See you later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.